What's going on, YouTube world? It's that dude named Dave here with TDND Live. Gonna let the chat get going here. If there's anybody in the chat here, if I'm struggle streaming, if you guys can hear me, press 1. I've been struggle streaming on so many live streams, guys, so if you guys can hear me, press 1. I'm not struggle streaming to start the stream off today. What's going on? All right. Let's get this party started here. Hey, BJBG, what's going on, my man? We got Robert in the house. What's going on, Robert? Hey, hey, hey. All right, yes, you can hear me. And you can hear me as well. That's what's up. That's what's up, guys. Nothing much. I hear you, man. I hear you. We got Sheila in the house. What's going on, Sheila? Oh, Sheila. Showing my old school, you know, Ready for the World. I don't know if y'all remember that group. My cousin used to be married to the drummer before they broke up. Flint, Michigan. That's all I gotta say. Flint, Michigan. Let's get into it. That's right, man. That's right. Hey, Sheila. Hey, everyone. You know how I gotta do it. You know how I gotta do it here. We got Daniel in the house. What's going on, Daniel? What's going on, man? All righty here. It is Saturday the 28th here, and I gotta admit, guys, I do not have my calendar in sync. I'm still trying to work on it. I had no idea it was a holiday this weekend. My butt was over here working, and I'm over here doing all this stuff here, and all of a sudden I'm seeing this email. It's like, hey, yo, is there a holiday on Monday? And then next year, no, it's Memorial Day. So you can tell what's been going on with me, man. I just been working in the basement. I don't get out. I need some more sunlight. I need to go back to Vegas. I was in Vegas, came back into the basement to the lair, and that's been it, guys. So, man, I am messed up. So I'm kind of curious to know what you guys got going on for the holiday weekend. You know, if y'all want to put that in the chat. If y'all going out of town, y'all got some barbecue going. I got teased in school with that song. I bet you did. Since you were here, you're going to get it every once in a while, Sheila. So what's going on this holiday weekend? I've been burning the candle on both ends. I don't know if I'm going to go 30 minutes tonight, guys, an hour, 2 hours. I was talking to Mike, and we have this crazy goal, right? It sounds far-fetched. We want to do a 24-hour live stream. But we got to build up to that. It's like, how do we go live stream for 24 hours? Just keep it going, right? You know, we got to find a date and, you know, and have a plan and videos and core subjects, you know, and take breaks and, you know. So I was like, hey, how do we do that? So I was like, maybe I do 4 hours this Saturday and you build to 6 and 8 and 10. I don't know, but y'all let me know. Which, you know, I know y'all can't be around for full 24 hours, but y'all can just jump in and out to see what's going on here. We got planned and whatnot. So let me know if y'all down for the 24-hour live stream, 12-hour live stream, what it is, you know. So let's see here, man. I'm seeing the chat going here. All right, give me a second, guys. Also, I want to say shout out to all the new subs. Yo, we knocking on 9,000. I mean, I'm thrown off guard when I see a few comments and some people who have been rocking me. I see some people from back from February and March, and they're like, hey, what the hell happened? You know, and I don't know what the hell is going on. So we knocking on 9,000 probably this week, hopefully, you know, and then, you know, road to 10,000. So tell a friend to tell a friend, you know, but this is amazing, guys. I'm going to say it every live stream. I had no idea that in about 3.5 months that all y'all be rocking with me. You know, we'll watch these videos, we'll react to them. We'll do these live streams now. We'll talk, communicate, and build here, you know. So it's really crazy to see how this has gone here. You know, I see other channels. I see a whole bunch of haters that come in my comment section and want to talk ish, you know, but I get it. You know, people see what's going on here and they see the community that we're building here. It's positivity. You know, we're having some fun. We're talking about some really, really good subjects and topics. We're reacting to some videos. You know, we had some situations with the loss of Kevin Samuels recently, but you know, we building over here. We want this to be a straight up community. We want this to be like a big cultural barbershop. You know, so we got some haters out here that don't like what's going on here. Or they want to talk ill on us, but it's all good though. But shout out to all the new subs. You know about I'm probably like 40 away from 9,000. So man, I do not take it lightly. I appreciate it. I rock with you guys here. So the more you keep pouring into me, the more I'm gonna keep pouring into you guys here. You know, so shout out to all the newbies. And also too, let me see here. Bear with me, guys. Trying to run this here. Okay, you know what though? Let me just long stroke you for a second before we get into the subject here. You guys know that I'm a big diehard sports fan, and the reason why I say I don't know how long I'm gonna go tonight because there's another boxing fight this weekend. You know, first the NBA playoffs. Yo, shout out to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Buckets. I don't know about you guys remember him. He's originally from Chicago as far as the Bulls drafting him. Man, he's been in the league, what was like 10, 11 years now? But our old school front office and John Paxson and Gar Forman did not treat him right, did not want to give him the money, kept lowballing him. We traded him, and the dudes just keep excelling. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow night in Game 7. He has proven that he can be a guy that can take you to the NBA Finals. I don't know about winning. He can't win it by himself, but man, he is killing it. You know what I'm saying? So he was barely hobbling on one leg the other night, and all of a sudden, he dropped like 47, 9, and 8. Yo, Jimmy's a beast, man. I rock with Jimmy. So, you know, whoever's going to win that series going to play Golden State. You know, I'm kind of curious how that's going to go on, man. You know what, guys? Kevin Durant got to be kicking himself in the ass right now. I mean, technically, they replaced him with Andrew Wiggins, got Klay Thompson back, rebuild the bench, you know, and they back in the finals. And you, KD, over here in Brooklyn, rocking with Kyrie Irving, you know, going around with incense burning around and will only play 20-something games and everything, and out in the first round getting swept and shit. So KD got to be kicking himself in the ass right now with this one, you know what I mean? But shout out to Jimmy Butler, man, these NBA playoffs. I'm a diehard sports fan, and like I said, I cannot predict what the hell is going on here. So I'm going to watch that game tomorrow night. Reason why I didn't want to play on a live stream on a Sunday. I just need to get past, you know, the main boxing Saturday nights and these NBA playoffs here. Because tonight, Tank Davis is fighting. He's fighting Riley Romero on pay-per-view. And I got to say, shout out to Riley. I don't like him. I think he's going to lose. I really believe he's going to get his ass knocked the fuck out by the 5th or 6th round. Seriously, y'all. But someone who made the whole promotion fun. You know, it went from a fight that I think that Tank is going to knock him out to, oh, man, they fighting. They going back and forth. Tank pushed him off the stage yesterday. You know, almost twisted his ankle where the fight was going to be off. He talking all greasy. He is like, what's the best word? If y'all my boxing fans could think here, he's like a 2022 version, like a, you know, a black version of Ricardo Mayorga. Y'all remember him about 15 years ago. You know, had major fights against Sugar Shane Mosley, against De La Hoya, I believe Vernon Forrest as well. That's what he reminds me of. He gonna get beat tonight. He should have lost 2 years ago. There was a fight that he did, and I was like, man, you know what? He got a gift. He ain't ready. So I understand why they're giving him this shot now, because if they don't think he got the goods for later, you might as well get the payday and get him out here early. You know, cash him out. And if he can get the lucky punch, he get the lucky punch. But Tank gonna give him that work. But I'm live streaming right now because the undercards for pay-per-views always suck, guys. I am so freaking mad at these undercards that is so sorry that you just basically wait for the main events. You know, so hold on, let me get to some of these chats here real faster before I finish that off here. What does BJ say? Yeah, Miami Heat. Okay, you rock with them. We got to get this another chip. Hey, you know what? Shout out to Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra. Pat Riley know what the hell he's doing, man. He's got the pedigree for the last 40 years of coaching and building championships. You know what I mean? Danny's in the house. All right, what's going on, Danny? Tanking 3. Oh, you going tanking 3? I think so. I mean, I'm trying to give it 5, you know, because Tank has, of all the issues that he's had in the past, he has really become such a more complete boxer. You know, whether you realize that not because you only see the knockouts, but when he fought Isaac Cruz in December, he didn't break it. I don't know if his hand was broken or it was a fracture, but he fought basically 8 rounds with one hand. And Isaac Cruz, I mean, he's not a journeyman. He's that mid-tier type of fighter. And for Tank to, to handle that 12 rounds with one hand showed me his boxing skills, his pedigree, his ring IQ. And Riley, he's got power, and I see what, he can put a couple of punches and bunches. But, he gonna get his feelings hurt tonight. I really think so. Mad respect. Got questions for you. Hey, if y'all got questions in the chat, here's how this goes here. If y'all got questions in the chat, or if y'all want to cam up and talk and be part of the panel, the link is pinged in the top of the chat here. So if y'all got your cameras, like I say, well lit, good Wi-Fi, gotta show your face because, we don't do, we don't do no faces here. So if you got a question, bring it on, brother. Hold on here. Is monogamy natural? What's it? Is monogamy natural, please? Love to hear your point of views on this, please. Is monogamy natural? No, let me keep it on screen here. Let me keep it on the screen. All right. Is monogamy? Word whisker here. Sorry about that, guys. Personally, for me, I don't think it is natural, but as men and as we grow, we understand and learn our bodies so that we don't act on the wrong impulses. There's a reason why that I say that, and a lot of people are using the term DD, and some in the comments try to come for me, but there's a lot of men who do practice dick discipline. And if you're a person who, you don't got to be a high value man. You don't have to have all the things that, people try to criticize Kevin Samuels for. You could be a type of man who just knows how to talk to women, or women are attracted to you. The idea is that when we talk in these spaces here, are you actually being a good person, or, are you being a dirt dog diggler? I always say here, or if you're going to run the streets, or if you want to be out there like that, are you being honest with the women? I have no problem with men living their Leo, their Jamie lifestyle, as long as they're being upfront about it. But monogamy, I do not think is natural. I do not. We fight at it every day. You can love someone so much, and all it takes is someone gave you the option. You might go ahead and do it. The thing is that deep down, there might be that sense that you might feel guilty about it. Depending on how that relationship is with that person and the type of vows that you took with that person, then the morality thing might kick in. Your personal relationship items may kick in, depending on how deep that bond is. But in actuality, if you had free reign, it's not really natural. We're always fighting every day. You can love someone as much as you do. If you all got someone who just come at you all the time, that's hard. Why do you think that people saying the NBA lifestyle or being in that sports arena, they go through as much as they can and then they slow down when they retire? Because they get so much thrown at them, you cannot turn it down. The only man that I heard that was actually a virgin was AC Green, and I still don't believe his ass. I still don't believe him. I like that question, though. Yes, I'm going to cam up in a few minutes. Oh, you're going to cam up? Cool. Okay, I know I got Robert in the green room here, so, we got some people waiting. The idea of having another sexual partner for the rest of your life. Yeah, that's the thing, though. See, Chris Rock joked around about it. I just want to add this tidbit, and you guys can go along with this as well, that, people, especially men, are as faithful as their options. Some men just don't act on those options because they're disciplined and they know that they have so much to lose if they don't have a certain situation in play for them to wow out like that, but being with someone for the rest of your life is a hard thing. It is hard. The thing is that the men who are not just focused on just that alone, we all have our selfish desires. But there's men who is in this space here who's trying to build and working. And of course we need that sex and we want buns glazed. But at the end of the day though, that hour or 2 hours you're trying to get it in, it's not as more important. And then what you're trying to build for a lifetime here, we're over here building. We're trying to make major moves over here. So I hear you. Not nowadays. Abstain from polygamy. Polygamy. We need to have a conversation about polygamy. I know some people live that lifestyle, I don't have energy for too many women. They do get annoying. That's the thing. That is a good thing too, BJ. Good point. That when you get to a certain age as men, we're just tired. We can easily, if we wanted to, get up and do what we want to do. But then it was like, what's more important? this bust down or my rest because I'm trying to get to this money. And at the end of the day, it's like, I need to get this rest so I can get this money. So I rock with BJ on that one. Is sexual starvation in a relationship and abuse? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. If you get married and you have vows, and of course, that's part of it, is to commit to each other. And if someone is starving you, that's an act against the vows. You know, I actually had a friend, I won't say his name. We grew up together. And he got married at a very, very young age, and of course they're divorced now. We were involved in this cult. You know, I'm gonna have a live stream about the cult that I was in. You know, y'all know who they are. You know, y'all got family. If you black, you got people in that cult. You know, I'm gonna call it like that. But you know, he got married like 2021, and him and his wife didn't consummate the marriage for the first 8 months. Real talk. Me and him I hadn't seen him in like 17 years. And I saw him 2 months before the pandemic. And we were talking about like a lot of things back in the day because we technically grew up with each other. And he gave me the story again. And we were talking about, I was like, wait a minute, you were 21 years old and I think she was 20 going on 21. And y'all didn't do nothing for 7 or 8 months. So yeah, that is damn near abuse. Hell yeah. It's hard to maintain a polygamous relationship. You got to be built for it. You do got to be built for it, Daniel. You got to get your weight up, because here's the thing that men don't realize if you're trying to be in there. You have to be mentally equipped to deal with 2 women or 3 or whatever the dynamic is. It's hard enough trying to handle the dynamic of 1 woman in your household. Then try to navigate 2 and both of their needs. Now, depending on certain circumstances, I've seen how the women kind of offset the needs of each other, but at the end of the day, they want their man. So that whole balance act, you do have to be built for it. Shout out to D. Ray Davis, because I think what he's doing right now. Oh, one, you can hear me. Cool, cool. Damn. Yeah, I know, Sheila. Damn. Yep. I mean, and let's be honest here. Like, I thought about it. I mean, real talk, it's like, could I afford it? You think about the finances of the other person working. You think about the sexual, you know, the bedroom, things of that nature. But do y'all really got to think, even if you have your household in check, you got to have 2 women at your neck when you don't do something. Even you and the king in your castle, if you not on it, she needs to hold you accountable. Can you imagine if 2 women is holding you accountable because you didn't change that light bulb? Or all of a sudden you hear that smoke detector and they both getting on your ass because you know you can't hear that beep forever and they know what you're supposed to do as a man? Or there's some other things that's going on in that household and they both doubling up on you? We all think about the good stuff of the double up. We don't think about the bad double up. Real talk. Real talk. I've been my hubby for 17 years, married for 12, never sexually starved him. It's definitely hard to keep things caliente, but I manage. Shout out to Sheila. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. Got to love that man. Got to love that woman. Real talk. That's what we talk about in these spaces here, you know. I'm not Kevin Samuels, but I do piggyback on the things that he really wanted to build. You know, of course, it's focused on the black community, but of course, it expands to all cultures and all races here, that we want to see families thrive and survive, because we look at the numbers here in the West, we're seeing lower birth rates. We're seeing less people getting married, but we're seeing more single family homes, to the point where that in the next 20 or 30 years, what our community's going to look like. And here's the thing that people, we talk about the cultural aspect. My channel's only 3 months into it. We're not getting into the financial aspects, not just individually and families, but the whole country of where we're going to. Because this free love, you know, I am all for feminism in the right reason, in the right, I can't get out, retrospect here. But this 4th or 5th wave of feminism, the increase of single family homes, we're not talking about what our economy is going to look like in 20 or 30 years. I think this way because of my job title and what I do. And I've been working in the financial sector for over 12, 13 years. I've worked for the big boys and as well as the government right now. So we see things in the short term. We're not having conversations in the long term. We're not having conversations, of course, because it's boring, about Social Security. I know that's boring. Who wants to talk about Social Security? We're not old, Dave. You know, some of us may be in our 50s in my tribe here, but we're not in our 60s and 70s. We're not trying to collect that check yet. And for some people, it's going to get that check. But I have a few young guys here who we see in the chat here and who's been in my live streams and who's been in the comment section. Hey, like my man Servant. Don't be surprised if someone like him don't see Social Security when he's ready to retire because he's only 30 years old. We're not having these discussions here. That's huge and that's key. But you know what though? That's boring. Nah, Dave. We want to see the ratchetness. We want to see the BS. You know, so. Thanks, Sheila. Abraham's Dilemma. Why are we making cheating a crime? I don't support it, but why women have to be so angry to the point to destroy a man they once said they loved to death? Yeah, that's a good one there. You know, I get the fact that, you know, trust is broken, you know, that, you know, you love someone and then they violate your trust. And we make it seem like it is the ultimate end all be all because of the way society is today. When we know prior to the last 60 years, you know, I'm not absolving cheating, but the women of yesteryear understood it better than the women today. People are in their feelings and it's one and done. And the problem though is that we have so many beta men who co-sign what's actually going on right now. That's the issue. We don't have the problem if there's men who are not strong enough, who are actually helping this situation here. So I hear you, Danny. Soon the ARP chat's coming soon. That's what hubby said. Hey, y'all just, hey, you know what? I'm not a young buck no more. Y'all see the grays in the beard here. You know, we might have to have the ARP chat. Y'all need to get your money up. You know, it may only get, have you guys noticed the videos I've been doing recently? They're not getting as many views because they're not juicy. I'm doing that on purpose. I'm trying to serve a particular audience that I have here because the tribe has grown. So I figure if I come every day, I'm going to give certain videos. And you know what I noticed? Man, some of y'all ain't supporting them. Hey, some people are. Because I get the emails and I got to give to my tribe here. But y'all want the ratchetness here. So I already recognize right now, I may get 100 people in that chat. But it's all good, though. What you got here, Danny? While most women married on virgin, so why men has to... Hold on, let me read that back here. While most women married on virgin, so why men has to lost their wealth after a divorce? Women are saying they are equal to men. I am confused. I hear you, Dan. Hey, you going hard, Danny. We are human and both of us slept with multiple partners before marriage. Well, marriage in the court is really an abuse. True that. We got Nancy in the house here. Cheating hurts because women believe words spoken in intimate settings. It's all a lie. Lie is what women can't get over. Hard to have sex with someone that's a liar. Hey, I agree with that. That's why I was mentioning, Nancy, about the trust factor. And then once that's broken, you know, so that's why I was saying earlier in my monologue about the vow situation. So if you're not having a conversation with your partner that, hey, you know, this is going down, but every once in a while, you know, we might, you know me. You know, if you don't have that kind of conversation, then we get it. And that's the thing, though. Men are not having that conversation. You know, I know a lot of men who will tell their ladies, hey, you my number one, you know, but every once in a while, you got to know that if you know, it might go down. And you know what, though? Some women might be accepting of that if you told them up front. Got to get my tea, guys. It's tea. No Red Bull. No Red Bull. So, man, you know what, though? I'm going to bring people from the green room in. I see some people join the chat here, so we can get the conversation going here. So let's start off here with my boy. Robert is back in the house. What's going on, Robert? You're on mute. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, I had my headphones on charge. That's the reason.
Yeah, nice to see you here, Robert. How you doing today?
Oh, just chilling.
Glad you can come on the chat, man. How's the weekend going for you? Got any plans for the holidays?
No, not really.
Yeah, I hear that. So tonight's subject is about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Yesterday was closing arguments. I don't know how many people have been keeping up with this here. I can tell that my core black people don't want to watch this. I thought there was a guilty pleasure when I see it on Facebook, but my white family's watching this here. That's who's got my views on the court cases this week here. So not trying to put nothing out there, but hey, that's what's going on here. So Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Closing arguments was yesterday. This whole month has been, it's been crazy. I've been keeping up. It's been my guilty pleasure. And one of the things that we all notice, it's the fact that how many lies that Amber Heard was saying to make herself look like a victim, and one thing that we're not seeing, even with all the proof, all the evidence, Robert, the big media machines are not even talking about it as hard as they should, because if this was a guy doing this here, oh Lord, it would be crazy. Hold on, let me see here. I got one more person I want to bring into the chat here. We got Quick 504 in the building. How you doing, Quick?
Good, I'm good.
Thanks for coming back on this Saturday night.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got you here. Let me get to some of this chat here. Let's see here. We got Nancy saying, hey, Robert. All right. We got Daniel saying, Robbie. BJ says, I've been checking out the lead attorney. Shout out to lead attorney. He's been doing the live stream. He's been going 3, 4, 5 hours. Even to the point where he was bootlegging the stream, and the stream he got kicked out. He went to a cable stream, and he knew he would get monetized. He's like, yo, I don't care. We still on this cable here. He kept it going for everybody who needed that court TV fix. So,
leaders on point.
Yeah, I love the lead attorney. Shout out to him. Okay, Wrath is different per female. Myself, one out, no strings, so next won't have any issues. Nancy's going hard with Danny regarding the cheating aspect conversation here. Okay, look like quick your camera's coming in and out here. So that's okay though. Let me take Quick out, and then when his camera comes back, I'll bring you back in. Yes, Nancy says, where's Mike? He got a show tonight too. So he might hop in here. He might be sleeping right now, get ready for his show, So, yeah, hey, he's a YouTuber as well. He got to get his bread. He got to get his coin. He got to get his talking points. He's trying to school these people in the Philippines, and some people don't even understand that that's his bread and butter. That's where he used to live at. He goes there all the time. So he got a good show tonight. So y'all should check him out. I mean, when I get done, I'm going to probably go to his stream, and whatnot. So here's what I want to do, Robert. Since I got you here, I'm gonna play one of the videos. I did one of my reactions to it, but for anybody who didn't check it out, I want everybody to see the first video here, and then we'll let the chat comment on it, and I want to get your reactions as well here. So let me pull it up here, and then we're gonna react to the lawyer. Shout out to his lawyer, Johnny Depp's lawyer, because this is the reason why you pay for representation, Robert. This is the reason why you pay. You may your savings may be a little bit liquidated, but when you get a bulldog like her, that peace of mind is so much better when hopefully he gets the right verdict on Tuesday, because like it was worth it compared to what can happen later on. Yeah,
like I said, always get the right attorney at the right price. And if it's a pit bull like that, it's worth its weight in gold.
Exactly. So let's get this party started here, Robert. Since I got you here, I'm gonna put this video on. We'll let this ride here. We'll let the chat build up here, and we'll see what everybody got to think about this here. Actually, let's do this here. Let's do that. Here we go.
From the way you treated all of these.
I'll sustain the objection. All right, next question.
Let's take a look at picture Plaintiff's Exhibit 1317. This is also a picture of you and Miss Pennington on May 28th, 2016, isn't it?
I don't know when this photo was taken, but it looks like the same outing as the picture prior.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit and publish Plaintiff's Exhibit 1317.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
All right, 1317 in evidence, you can publish.
There's no bruise on your face in this picture either, right?
I disagree. If it is taken when you represent it was taken, then obviously there's a bruise on my face. It's covered by makeup as per usual.
Let's zoom out of that picture for a moment, please. Thanks, Tom. That's Josh Drew in this picture, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And Miss Pennington?
That is correct.
In there too? Ms.
That is
Pennington
correct.
submitted a sworn statement on your behalf in support of your domestic violence restraining order, didn't she?
I believe she did, yes.
Mr. Drew also submitted a statement in support of your domestic violence restraining order.
I believe they both did, yes.
Mr. Hurd, I'd like to show you Defendant's Exhibit 512, which is already in evidence. You've seen this photograph before, right?
I have.
On the second day of your direct testimony, you testified that this was taken in the downstairs of the main apartment on December 15th, 2015. Do you recall that testimony?
Yes, I believe so.
So it's your testimony that Defendant's Exhibit 512 reflects damage to Penthouse 5 that occurred during the December 15th, 2015 incident, yes?
I'm not quite sure from what incident this is when I see this photo in a vacuum without context.
Let's give you that context. Can we please, thanks. If I could have day 16 trial testimony. Your Honor, may we approach?
All right.
Johnny just looks horrible through this whole trial.
Agreed on that one. He looks bad.
Could you please turn first to page 4585?
Go to that page, Amber. Look at her dressing, looking all innocent. And her blonde locks.
Doesn't look much innocent to me.
A beta would tell you differently,
Specifically
Robert.
on starting
I
at
know.
page 16, where it says, let's talk about December 15th, 2015.
You said 458. I'm on 4485. Sorry, you said 4585.
4585.
You don't want to go to the right
Line
page because you
16?
know it's there.
Putting the screws.
Line 16, where it says, let's talk about December 15th, 2015. Do you see that?
The build up, y'all.
Yes.
And then do you see that your testimony about December 15th, 2015 follows?
Let's see. It's just the first line or two.
That's why this trial's so good. She makes it worse on herself here. Come on, Amber.
Yes.
We're waiting on you.
Now, I'd like you to turn to page 4603,
For the fourth time.
starting at line 12. 4603. Starting at line 12 and going on to page 4604, line 4.
Okay.
And do you see that you testify that Defendant's Exhibit 512, which is on the screen,
Yes,
is a picture of the downstairs of the main apartment?
that's correct.
And the main apartment is Penthouse 5 in the Eastern Columbia building, right?
No, well, depends on what. The main apartment's penthouse 3 generally when we say main apartment.
Penthouse 5 was where you had your closet?
The downstairs was kind of like had some of my painting studio set up and a reception area. Upstairs was the closet. Mezzanine office was in between.
All right, so it's your testimony that Defendant's Exhibit 512 reflects damage to the penthouse, Penthouse 5, that occurred during the December 15th, 2015 incident, right?
I'm just not sure from which incident this is a picture of, since I'm only looking at
Even
a
though your
partial
counsel
floor.
was asking you questions about December 15th, 2015, and then admitted this picture into evidence
Again,
in
in
relation to
isolation.
that incident.
Sorry, go ahead. What
In
was
relation to that incident on December 15th, 2015. This exhibit, Defendant's Exhibit, you are the defendant, number 512, was admitted into evidence in this court. You testified that this was the result of damage that occurred on December 15th, 2015. Yes or no?
I just need to orient myself because I'm just looking at a picture of a partial
No.
picture. of-
Excuses, excuses, excuses.
You looked at your testimony.
You pointed me towards the page and then asked me a question. I haven't actually reviewed it. I don't know if this was submitted in relation to that incident.
Let's actually leave up defendants 512 and please pull up defendants exhibit 725,
Let's go somewhere else now.
which is already in evidence
All right, thank you.
in redacted form, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You can publish.
Just side by side. You've seen this photograph as well, right?
I have.
On the third day of your direct testimony, you testified that this photograph reflected spilled wine in Penthouse 5 on May 21st, 2016, didn't you?
Again, I don't know because I'm looking at a partial picture of a floor. So unless you remove the metadata you've covered up, we could then tell. If you
I didn't cover it up, Your Honor.
Could we unredact
Your Honor,
them so we could get context?
That's how it's in evidence.
that's how it's in evidence.
Next
Well,
question.
the metadata next to it is so that
Ms.
to
Hurd,
avoid this
Ms.
sort of
Hurd,
confusion.
there is no question pending, and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't be making argument to the jury.
Sorry, I
It's
thought you had asked me about it.
No one
I
asked
didn't
you
ask you
nothing.
about anything. Let's look at your direct testimony from the third day.
See what y'all been missing? Y'all been watching this every day? I'm just giving y'all a snip right now.
Yeah, this snippet's good, more than enough for me.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
See, even these long pauses are great. These dramatic pauses when she's on the stand, because she don't want to go to the right page.
It's not just that; she just doesn't know how, because her attorney might probably just screw the hell
Let's
up.
turn to page 4750. Day 17
4750.
transcript.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
4750.
This is great.
It is. It's like watching a
Specifically line
chimpanzee learn how
16.
to turn pages.
Do you see where Ms. Bredehoff asked you to describe for the jury what took place on May 21st, 2016?
I see that.
And do you see that your testimony is reflected about May 21, 2015
Yes.
that follows? Okay.
Yes.
Now let's turn to page 4804. At line 14. 4804. Starting at line 14
Yes.
through 4805, line 4.
Going to what line?
Line 4 at 4805.
All you need is
Here,
a
you
drink
find that
on or
defendant's
smoke
exhibit
on, and this is
725, which
classic.
reflected on the right side, reflects spilled wine on the floor in Penthouse 5.
That's correct.
Okay, and defendant's exhibit 512 and 725 seem to be different versions of the same picture, don't they?
That's correct.
So which one was taken on December 15th, 2015, or May 21st, 2016?
If you remove the redacted metadata, you can find out. It's right there.
Or if you're telling the truth, you would know.
Recognize a portion of of spilled wine on a floor, and I'm supposed to know off the top of my head when you've
No.
lived through 5 years of this stuff? I don't think so. That's not how that works.
You're a lying, dirty bitch.
Good job, man. Good job on that one. I'll give you applause on that.
Perfect timing,
It's-
quick.
Yeah.
Now-
In my case, I'm like, did your attorney even taught you correctly that this attorney is going to go through these pages like crazy like this?
So
Her
I got
attorney's
both.
probably like me like this. How did I coach her to this wrong?
I got both of you guys on here. So there's so much to take just from this clip alone. So quick, you were in and out. So I wanna. I'll come to you first since you joined back in. Thank you for coming back here. You know, one of my loyal day ones here. Appreciate you. So from this video, or just how about this? Let me just ask a general question in general. Have you been following the trial, and how do you feel about how Amber Heard has been showcasing herself to the jury and to the whole world?
Oh man, she was showcasing herself like a joke, especially at the pub with my dog stepped on the bee. That cracked me up, and I'm like, look at this drama trying to really trying to make it come out to where she's really trying to save herself with her drama. But it's not going to save her. She's in deep trouble. Even the evidence, she don't even have the evidence to back up what she is saying and what she's talking about. Talk about she got punched in the face by Johnny Depp. He had a fistful of rings beating her in the face, and everybody knows your face must be smashed up like you've been in a fight with Mike Tyson. But there's no evidence. They say, okay, have you been to the doctor or the hospital? No. You have any photos? Photos of my elbow. But what about your face? What's up with that? She had photos, everything else of so-called, what it is, hair supposed to be on the ground, might be the dog hair. Stupid stuff. But it's all drama. It's all fluff. She's trying to see what she can get away with. Because thing is, not to put down anything on the ladies, but she's like one of those girls that said, I'm going to get away with it because I'm a lady.
Here's the thing, too.
I'm a girl.
I don't want to cut you off. Here's the thing. She's acting like this because she's always gotten away with this. Mm-hmm. Keep going there. That's why I wanted to chime in when you said that here.
Correct. Because she probably got away with it for so long. Even when her sister tried to come in and try to testify for her, even her sister was kind of shaky. But Johnny Depp even got in and said, hey, even she, every time her sister would say something, she threw wine on her sister. Oof. So even her sister was kind of shaky too, because her sister probably been bullied by her probably most of her life growing up with her. So you only can imagine what kind of crap that she's got going on. It's crazy, bro.
It is crazy. Robert, now I can come to you now, whether in general or this video here, this clip. I want to get your sense on Amber and what or piggyback on what Quick was saying here.
Yeah, pretty much in my book, it's a clown show. She's literally tripping over her own self when you think about it. It's just like either her attorney taught her how to handle this, or he didn't. That's the only answer I can give to that, because if you were taught, coached, and everything, you should have been nice and fluid moving through the pages easily to get to every point. And the pictures, come on. Your attorney filed them. It's like, how stupid are you? You should have been studying those photos like crazy for days, that you memorized which days they were.
Well, photos don't matter when you're a pathological liar, though.
Correct.
One of the things that I know, so I got a few more clips I'm going to get to here and then get everybody's opinion from the chat here, is like, we all know the entitlement, the sense of hubris. Like, it seems like she feels that she is too big to fail no matter what is occurring here. And then the level of no accountability where she's just doubling down, tripling down, lie on top of lie, and then when she sees the lie, then she'll try to talk to the jury, go that way, or try to reframe the question, or try to use different words to try to say, oh, this is what I was meaning, things of that nature. She is the classic poster child of someone who is just saying, you know what, I can have it all, and I am always gonna have it all. Like, I made a point in my live stream yesterday. I have no problem saying it. She's the type of white woman that got Emmett Till killed. This type of mentality, the type of women who think like this, and then going on her entire life. This is only what we're seeing with Johnny Depp. We're not seeing her past relationship that's come to trial here. If, of course, Johnny had evidence, he came prepared, what prepared can be. Like, he is literally giving the blueprint that I know most men cannot do. But man, you know what though? Out here in Chicagoland, you got Comcast Affinity. You can go ahead and put a decent security system in here for a few extra bucks in your cable bill, and buy a few extra cameras and have that bad boy going and having that stream going to your phone, and you can actually pull up certain clips so you can see what the hell is going on in your crib. Like, you may not have Johnny Depp's millions, but he's giving the blueprints like, hey, you know what? It's bad that we got to think this way. I need to have a couple of cameras in here. I need to make sure that I keep everything intact, with everything not writing stuff on napkins, Yep. Because this situation here, if Johnny Depp tried to sue with what he had with nothing, we'd be laughing his ass off. Like, really? Come on, man. we've seen Johnny Depp for the last 35, 40 years. Damn good actor. But ever since he became Jack Sparrow, he's been acting wild. He's been dressing like Jack Sparrow. Come on, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. When you're making $75 million a year, I'd probably be dressing like Jack Sparrow, for crying out loud. I mean,
Hell, he can dress like Michael Jackson, for crying out loud.
Hey, I'll have the parrot right up here doing my live streams. I'll be saying Hardy, I have the crazy hat. I'll be wearing all those rings too. I ain't gonna front, that could be me, but we may not have, I'm going on a tangent, we may not have Johnny Depp's money, but he's letting us know that if you're in a situation where that he is high value, when you want to look at his situation, one of the top actors of his time, making top dollar. He was spending millions of dollars on bodyguards alone for the last decade. I tell you how much money you have when you're spending $1.2 million a year just on protection. Between 1.2 to 1.6 million. So for my guys who don't have that much money, but there's ways to budget to make sure you protect yourself, because I don't know how many times that I had to think fast. I may not had any evidence, but I had to think fast and had to use my words to get out of certain situations. Otherwise, I would have been jammed up in a hurry with some of these women in my past. Lord have mercy if I didn't have the mouthpiece. Nowadays, we need that technology, y'all. Got to be on point. Johnny Depp gave it to us.
Number one thing. Yeah, your phone is a good thing. You can write it down, take a picture of it. There you go. You have it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're back quick. We had lost you there for a second.
Just for a quick second, but I'm here, guys.
No doubt, no doubt. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put on another clip here. I got a couple of clips that I want everybody to check out here, and then we'll all come into a commonality here, because after tonight, I'm not touching Johnny Depp anymore unless the verdict goes haywire on Tuesday. So let me go ahead and pull up this other clip here. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's do this here. Share screen. And we want to go here. Let's do this here.
Giving you enough attention.
Incorrect again.
Ms. Heard, you told this jury that you had no idea the press was going to be at the courthouse when you got your TRO on May 27th, 2016. Do you remember that testimony?
I said I did not have anything to do with it. Yes.
No. My question again. You told this jury that you had no idea that the press was going to be outside after you got the ex-party TRO on May 27th, 2016. Do you remember that testimony?
I apologize. I must have misunderstood Ms. Vasquez. I actually had no idea whether they were going to be there or not. When I walked into the courtroom that day, it was completely quiet, still, empty. Even though I had given Johnny's team notice that I was filing a TRO,
Your Honor, this is not
we had no
responsive.
reason to
Move to
believe the
strike.
press knew.
And Your Honor, I would also ask that you instruct the witness to please stop talking once I lodge an objection.
Your Honor, she's trying to answer the question as best she can, and Ms. Vasquez is misrepresenting to her what she testified to.
Well, I will strike the last part as non-responsive.
Thank you.
Just if you could just answer the questions asked. Okay, thank you, Ms. Heard.
In fact, you testified that you were, quote, shocked when you saw press when you were leaving the courthouse. Yes?
Yes.
You weren't shocked at all, though, were you?
Incorrect. It was
You knew the press
horrifying.
would be at the courthouse, right, Ms. Heard?
No.
Keep
Yes,
looking
you
at the
did.
You did
jury.
bring your
Heard.
publicist to the courthouse with you on May 27th, 2016, didn't you?
I sure did. I'm a public figure. I brought my publicist in case it blew up. In case. And
You
I'm
actually
glad
had
I did.
alerted TMZ that you would be filing a TRO against Mr. Depp that very
No,
day,
I did
didn't
not.
you?
No, I did
The
not.
one day you didn't bother to wear makeup to cover up the mark on your face.
I did not call TMZ or any other news source or paparazzi
Give me a
source.
break, Ms.
No one.
Heard.
Well,
I
we
never
heard
did that.
Give me a
testimony
break.
from former TMZ employee Morgan Tremaine yesterday, correct?
Did I hear his testimony?
Yes.
Yes, I was here.
Yes. And you heard Mr. Tremaine's testimony that he knew to dispatch the paparazzi to the courthouse on May 27th, right?
I heard him say that he knew that, yes.
Yeah, and that he dispatched paparazzi to the courthouse to capture a picture of an alleged bruise on the right side of your face. Do you remember him saying that?
I remember him saying that.
That information must have come from your team, right, Ms. Heard?
Absolutely not. Why would I want that? What actual survivor of domestic violence wants that?
Now, the
look at
video of
me,
Mr. Depp
complex.
beating up some kitchen cabinets
I gotta pause that here. You saw how she got extra defiant on that part here. Why would anybody want to do that? Because you want to keep the money and you want
Look
more
at me,
money
look at
and you
me.
want to destroy this man's life. That's why. Oh boy, I had to stop it right there. When she got extra defiant, she was like, "Why would I ever do such a thing?"
Even better idea would hook her up to a lie detector while she's on the stand there. Man, I bet you the detector guy is going to be like, holy crap, look at these arrows go up and down. You
Like
know she'll be
anybody-
stressed out.
Like anybody's going to believe her at this point here.
Oh, no.
Yes, you admit that you took that video,
If Johnny
correct?
doesn't get anything,
Yes, I did.
Right. And you acknowledge that the video was released online the day before you were deposed in connection with your divorce from Mr. Depp in August of 2016, right?
I believe it was, yes.
But you testified that you had absolutely nothing to do with the video's release, right?
Absolutely not.
And you testified that you learned about it when you landed after flying into LA. Do you remember that testimony?
Upon touchdown is when I was alerted to the video's
You
existence
heard Mr.
online.
Tremaine testify about this video as well yesterday, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And you heard Mr. Tremaine testify that TMZ received the cabinet video the same day you landed at LAX, yes?
I don't know if I don't know if that's what his testimony was. I'm sorry.
You heard Mr. Tremaine testify that the cabinet video was posted 15 minutes after TMZ received it, yes?
That's what I heard him say.
And that this could only have been possible if the video was received directly from the source, yes?
I heard him say that. I don't know if that's true or if that's possible because it didn't come from me. I was
Mr.
flying.
Tremaine
So
testify.
I know that's incorrect, is what I mean to say.
Another liar on the stand.
I just know that that's incorrect.
I love the lawyer. Another liar on the stand.
I love that line, yeah.
She made sure that, hey, what can I do here? You know you lying, you babbling. Jury, you hear this. Judge, you hear this. TV, you hear this. I don't care if it's on Fox, MSNBC, C-SPAN, whatever. Y'all hear this. Another liar on the stand. I had to stop it right there.
Oh, yeah.
She was fed up.
Every time it seems like when she's going to lie, you see her turn where the hair covers one side of her face. It's like, it seems like she's trying to, you can tell a lie when she's lying. She always turns to the right every time, to her right side. It's like, if the jury's on her left side, I can see why she's trying to cover, so they just hear her lying, not see her face.
Hey, Eric says, are you telling me this mess has been going on for 6 weeks? Hell yeah, Eric.
Yeah.
Y'all should
Yeah,
this has been every
This is a clown
day.
show.
This has been every day. This has been better than reality TV, Love and Hip Hop, all that stuff combined. Oh, this is classic here. So let me keep going on with the more lies.
Right. And you heard Mr. Tremaine testify that TMZ owns the copyright to the cabinet video, right?
That's news to me.
The cabinet video you filmed of your then husband, yes?
The copyright ownership of that is news to me. I learned that yesterday.
It's the cabinet video that you captured of your then husband, yes?
That is correct. I did capture that video, and
The
yes,
cabinet
that was
video-
my husband.
The same cabinet video that was released the night before you were deposed in your divorce, yes?
That's correct.
Okay. You must have also heard Mr. Tremaine testify that the version of the cabinet video that TMZ received was incomplete compared to the video the jury saw in this trial. Did you hear that?
The video that you have seen is complete.
But the one TMZ got the day before your deposition in the divorce was incomplete.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
He testified that at the beginning portion of the video
Oh,
where you
really,
set up
Amber?
the camera,
Tell me more.
that wasn't included in the video that TMZ received.
I don't know what video TMZ
I'm talking
received.
about Mr. Tremaine's testimony, Ms. Heard. Let's just
So you're
focus on
asking me to
Mr.
repeat
Tremaine.
his testimony?
No, I'm asking you if you recall hearing him say those words to this jury.
Yes,
Under
I
oath.
heard his testimony. We all did.
And he testified that the end of the video where you can be seen smirking. I know you testified earlier that you haven't been smirking in this trial, but you sure were caught on camera smirking in that video.
I disagree with that.
Was also not included in the TMZ video.
Everyone can watch that video and you can determine whether you think it's funny to me or not.
That's because the video came from you, right, Ms. Heard?
No, it did not.
You
That
edited
video
out
did
the
not
portions.
come to me. I
Ms.
mean,
Heard,
come from me.
Ms. Heard, you edited out the portions that made you look bad before sending it to TMZ.
You're very wrong about that.
So that
if I
only
wanted to
Mr.
leak
Depp
information, I
looked
could have
bad.
done it in a more effective
Oh,
way.
I would have a
lot
field day
sooner
with
and a
her.
lot
She
more.
wouldn't like
Because
it.
Right there. I paused it on purpose. When she said, if I wanted to do it, I would do it in a more effective way. You just told on yourself.
No.
You just
No,
see
no, you can
anybody
tell.
who's innocent is not gonna answer in that way. See, when you gotta deflect and then you gotta say no, because when someone is innocent, like, wait Where'd y'all get that? You're gonna be more shocked. It's the defiance. It's you can tell by the body language and the defense that she's trying to give here. You know, oh my god.
Oh yeah,
I
she
had to
knows
put
she
that
effed
stuff in there.
up. She knows she effed up. She fucked up. That's what she did. There's nothing she can deny.
Hey guys, real fast here in the chat here. What's going on between Danny and Nancy, and what's going on? I'm hearing some. I need a summary here. If after I'm done with these clips, here, we gonna talk about what y'all got going on. Y'all got like a little tip and tat thing, but I can't keep up because I'm trying to drive a show here. Someone needs to give me like a little rundown of what y'all arguing down there because it looks interesting. But I'm trying to. I'm over here looking at Amber's lies, and I'm seeing y'all going at it. So y'all let me know a little summary. If y'all need to cam up and hash this out, you know. I've seen Nancy.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn.
We talking about Amber's lives here. Then y'all going at it in the chat here. I need to know what's going on, y'all. We need to cam up and talk this out. What's going on here? But let me get back to Amber's lies here, guys. So, but y'all give me a summary.
To trailer park trash.
I was living
Exactly how to
with
do
a
that,
mountain
right?
of this evidence. If I wanted to leak it, I could have done a lot more with it.
Oh.
That you testified earlier in this trial that you didn't know how to leak things.
I
Remember
don't.
that? Right.
Yeah,
Hey,
but your publicist can.
Hey, before I continue here, I gotta send a shout out to my man, Big Man 7917 with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, homeboy. Thanks for coming through the chat, man. What's good, Dave? Hey, it's Saturday night, man. We talking about Amber Heard. I'm showing the clips of Amber Heard lying her ass off, and she's getting caught right in the spot. See, what I'm trying to do for people here, I'm giving you guys like the cliff notes. If y'all ain't been keeping up here, you know, I did a couple of videos yesterday, but for tonight here in this live stream, I didn't touch it. I let the lead attorney have the shine on that one. He was killing it. He just raking in them views in the super chats with this trial here. But I didn't want to touch on his toes with that one here. But you know what I'm saying? But this is what's going on here. I'm bringing out the cliff notes of the direct lies. But if y'all just watch this for 6 weeks straight, I guarantee y'all wouldn't even watch regular TV. Y'all just sit here and be like, oh my God. Hey, babe, come over here. Look, she lying again. She lying again.
Yeah.
Look, she lying again, babe. Oh, hell nah. Look, Johnny's aged another 15 years today. He aged another 15 years, you know, so that's what we're talking about here. So shout out to Big Man with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming through, man. Day one. So before we keep it going here, we got someone else that just come through the chat here. We got Vega, man. Hey, before
Vega.
What up?
hold up, I'm gonna move this picture out for a second. Let me just move it like this. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I can't call it, man. It's Saturday night. You know, I'm trying to keep people out these streets, man. It's a holiday weekend, and people are getting shot up out here in Chicago. So I figure I cam up to keep people from getting shot up right now, you know?
Yeah, I know. I heard y'all wilding out there, ain't it?
Man, we always wilding, man. But we built differently, you know?
Yeah.
You say people can say about me, saying I know people can come and say you in the suburbs, Dave. I'm you know where I work at, they were shooting the other day. Okay. and you know what though? I'm downtown 2 blocks away. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So I don't care what anybody says when you hear my accent. If you close your eyes, you think I talk white. You think I'm white, man. But all I gotta say is though, they shooting everywhere in the city. So but we built differently though. So we ready for it though. When everybody say, I ain't. You know, that's just what we do out here. Don't matter if it's downtown, north side, south side, you know, or the loop, south loop, you know, we gat clapping, you know.
I already know. Yeah, I'm in Detroit, so I already know how that is.
Oh, Detroit, man. Okay, like I said, I got people in Flint, you know, so I already know how it go down.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys have the gun. You guys have the shootings. Well, I have the drug addicts downtown. It's like, yeah, literally. You go down to downtown Austin, nothing but people twitching on the ground of a drug overdose. Almost every 5 minutes you're seeing it. I'm like, thank God I don't live downtown. I live on the north side of town. I'm like, thank you God.
Hey, before I keep going here, I have to address these here. Another super chat from my man Z Swift to 999. Shout out to the tribe. Dave, this channel's about to blow up. Not in a torchy way though. Shout out to Torch. Here's how you know I am, guys. That happened. I made sure I clipped that video. I haven't even addressed it since. I didn't even talk about it. I let it be. You know, he's the one. I might bring it up, but I might touch on that subject here. But shout out to Z Swift, man. Another day one. Thank you, bro.
Torch, when me and you commented on that video.
Yeah.
So my comment, I'm like, I was not even talking about what he said. I was just saying it was a fun time.
Sheila with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Sheila. You know what though? Here's what's gonna happen here, Sheila, because a lot of things are changing. I hired some freelance people. I'm gonna have a soundboard for you for that old Sheila track. Oh yeah. So yeah. Thank you, Sheila, with the $4.99. The $4.99. Yeah, paying the $5 for real. Let's see here. Let's go. Oh, hold on here. My man Quick with another $4.99. Sorry, guys, I lost power like the Enterprise needing warp speed. You lost power. Hey, you lost power? What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Why you losing power, man? You got pay the bill, bro. You can't be giving me super chats and you ain't paying your electric bill.
Yeah, right? Well, I didn't pay my bills already.
I appreciate the super chats, but make sure your bills paid. I'm just playing around with you. I'm just playing around. I get it, man. But hey, man, you come through, man. I know there must be some issues why you dropped out, but I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. So let me get your opinion here, Vega, real fast, and I'm going to bring the video back up. Have you been following the Amber Heard Johnny Depp case here, the defamation trial?
You know what? It's crazy because that's why I got on here to ask you, because I haven't really been paying attention to it that much. I just know it's a huge deal and they're making memes about it. It's all on TV. It's like, wow, I don't really know what's going on. So can you fill me in a little bit on it? What's really going on?
That's why I'm here, because you want to know something? I'm gonna put it out here. My black family ain't supporting these videos because they the lowest. I've been here for 3 months. Y'all see 40,000 views, 15,000 views. Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, 300.
Right.
But guys like me, I'm like, I enjoy good
I got people's like, yo, Daz, I know, here's the thing. I know when I drop content it's going to be good and not going to be good anymore. So I know my black family wasn't following this here. So let me get you up to speed, my man. So as you know, I'll do a quick synopsis and I'm going to get back to the video because the video says it all. So they used to be married. They broke up. Okay. She wrote a nice little piece in the magazine about her abuse and basically Me Too Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp basically lost everything, movie roles, millions on top of millions, reputation ruined. He lost the Pirate of the Caribbean, gone because of these accusations. Any movie since this situation has occurred that you saw him associated with, he has been fired, recasted, or the series is gone, or they went another direction, or the movie's just been scrapped completely.
Wow.
So that's why I was joking around earlier. I don't know if you caught on. I was joking around earlier that when you're making that Pirates of the Caribbean money, it makes sense why he was dressing like Jack Sparrow, making $100 million a year. I'll have a pair. Someone in the chat said Edward Scissorhands. I'll be both. I'll have the jacket, the pair with the Edward Scissorhands, and then it'd be like, yo, Hardy, while I'll be at McDonald's drive-through line. You know what I mean? So.
Right. Well, you're dressed up like freaking Michael Jackson, all we care about.
So basically, he lost so much money. He said, you know what? F this. I'm suing you for defamation. He has receipts. He has audio recordings. He has pictures. And all she has is, I'm a beautiful girl who's blonde hair.
Wow.
And Johnny Depp's attorney has the shotgun ready to shoot both barrels at her.
I mean, in all honesty, and I want to see my women in the chat here. Can we all agree that Amber Heard basically said, I want my ladies to comment on this here, that I am a woman and I said I was abused, so y'all should believe me. I want to see the ladies in the chat say, one, that's a fair assessment, or two, you agree with me, because that's what everybody's seeing here, that I am a beautiful woman. I am an actress, and I say he abused me. Y'all believe me, don't believe him. That's the summary of what actually happened here. Johnny Depp, as a man, basically said, you know what? I lost a lot of money, but I got money, and I got to recoup this money that's going to be lost because I cannot get another movie role ever again if I don't fight this here. So that's when the defamation came, that he's suing for like $20 or $50 million to his ex-wife because they're divorced here. Now, I'm going to see if, matter of fact here, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to bring the rest. I have a couple more videos here. So since you're on, you can react with us here if you got time. I'm trying to keep people out of the streets right now. If you got some buns clapping, just let me know and go ahead and make sure you be safe out there. I see you got your wife. Hey, you got your wife beater on right now, so I don't know if you're prepared to do right now. I know, man. So I mean, look like you got your wife beater right now. You know what I'm saying?
The team's been clapped already. So we already.
Oh, okay. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, where's the rag out of your pocket so you wipe out the sweat?
See, fellas, that's what you need to do. Here's a quick tip, guys. Don't wait till the end of the night to clap cheeks because you're not at your peak energy. Get it around 6, 7 o'clock, get it out of your system, and then do what you got to do afterwards. Because, you know, if you want to get prime buns clapping, 6, 7 p.m. All right, back to the show here. Back to the show here. Sorry, I digress here. So we're going to get back to this reaction, and then y'all going to see some more lies. So let's get back to the clip here. Whoops, here we go. There we go.
You had that video before you gave it to TMZ so that only Mr. Depp was bad. Yes?
That's absurd.
Right in the middle of your divorce proceedings.
Again, you're very wrong.
No, you had your publicist do it, Amber.
I'd like to show you a picture from that's already admitted into evidence. It's Defendant's Exhibit 799. This is you at the courthouse on May 27th, 2016, when you got your domestic violence restraining order against Mr. Depp, right?
It is.
And next to you is a woman named Jody Gottlieb, right?
Yes.
Jody Gottlieb is your publicist?
And dear friend.
Now I'd like to show you what's been marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 1316. This is a picture of you and your friend Rocky Pennington, right?
That is correct.
Your Honor, I'd like to move to admit this photograph.
Any objection to 1316?
No, Your Honor.
All right, 1316 in evidence. You can publish to the jury.
This is a picture of you on May 28th, 2016, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't know when this was taken.
This is the day after you obtained the domestic violence restraining order against Mr. Depp, right?
I have no idea when
The day after.
image was taken. I did not take it.
There's no bruise on your face in this picture, is there?
No bruises.
I don't know when this was taken, and also I'm outside. I was obviously wearing makeup. I have no idea when this was taken, so I have no idea if I can
Let's
speak to
refresh your
what.
Just all
recollection.
smiles.
Let's refresh your recollection about when
No.
this picture was taken.
No.
Let me pause there. The day after.
Hell no.
That's some damn good
Hell no.
makeup to be. You see how she's dressed? She's dressed like, let me go get some coffee. She's not dressed Hollywood dress
Yeah,
here.
she
Let me
does-
just pull
no.
my hair in a ponytail real fast. I got this t-shirt on. Me and my homegirl, we hanging out. We gonna get this money, girl. We got Johnny. We got Johnny. We got him. We got him.
Yeah. Yeah, in this case, you can tell the bruising, that's makeup. I can see, that's the reason why I was looking very close. I'm like, that looks like freaking makeup, like Hollywood makeup for looking like bruises and everything.
Let me
I'm
get
like,
back to
then
more.
you show the other photo, it's like, there's nothing there. You can tell she's no makeup, no nothing.
Exactly, Robert. Facts, bro. Let me get back to this video here. I might rewind this back here and might play this a little bit to begin here, but I'm gonna finish this off here.
Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1315, just for the witness? This is an article dated May 30th, 2016, right, Ms. Heard?
That's what it says, yes.
And this article contains the same photograph of you and Ms. Pennington we were just looking at, yes?
Yes, I see that.
And the article is entitled, Amber Heard Smiles as She Puts Arm Around Friend One Day After Getting Restraining Order Against Johnny Depp. Is that what the title says?
I know that's what the title says, yes.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit and publish the article with everything but the headline and date and the photo redacted.
Oh,
Objection, Your Honor. That's inconsistent from the way you treated all of
of
these.
course you're gonna
Understand the
object.
objection. All right, next question.
Let's take a
Even the judge
look
said
at
no.
picture Plaintiff's Exhibit 1317. This is also a picture of you and Ms. Pennington on May 28th, 2016, isn't it?
I don't know when this photo was taken, but it looks like the same outing as the picture prior.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit and publish Plaintiff's Exhibit 1317.
Any objection?
No, Your
All
Honor.
right, 1317 in evidence. You can publish.
There's no bruise on your face in this picture either, right?
I disagree. If it is taken when you represent it was taken, then
Hold on, let me pause it here. Let's pause. Hey, everybody, for the chat, for my people on the panel here, my man Vega and Robin here, do we see bruising?
Nope.
All I see is some snow bunnies happy in the park,
Having a good time, going to Starbucks. You know what I'm
having a
saying?
It looks
good
like
old
two happy
time.
bitches in my point of view. It's two happy bitches that, we're going to get paid.
Hey,
Yeah.
the chat, everybody going in. Look at the cheeks. What do y'all see? Do y'all see bruising? I need y'all to comment. If y'all see bruising, say 1. If you don't see bruising, I need a 2. Okay? If you don't see the bruise, 2. If you do see the bruise, 1. Do you see Johnny's hands on her face? Because I don't know about y'all, but I just see some snow bunnies just walking in the park having a good time. Look at all that. Life is great being Amber Heard. We gonna get Johnny. We gonna get Johnny. We gonna get us some Johnny.
Yeah, a lot of 2s are coming up.
All right. Brent Teasy Mel's in the house. What up, Brent? Let me put this up here. So we got, he's saying 2. Thank you. Danny saying 2. Y'all don't see bruises. We got Sheila. She's saying that you don't see the bruises either. Okay. So my tribe in the chat would see Z Swift 2. You don't see the bruises either. Okay. You know, so the chat don't see the bruises.
I don't see the bruises.
V, do you see the bruises?
I don't see no bruises, man. It's 2 happy white girls.
That's what I'm saying, man. Why can't America be like this every day? Like 2 white girls.
Oh yeah.
This is what America needs to see. Not all the violence we see, not these bad relationships. We keep talking about these thoughts and these 304s and, you know, and the 304 phases in my videos. Why can't America just look just like this? Just as happy as ever, guys. I know I'm being facetious right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you know there's vindictiveness in their minds anyways. That's the bad thing. Every time you see a smile like that, there's something bad going to happen.
But her heart is bruised. Shout out to Z. That's
a good one. That is a good one.
You got the comment of the day of the chat so far. The heart is bruised right now. No doubt. Let's get to more of this video. We got to see more about this bruising questioning here.
Obviously, there's a bruise on my face. It's covered by makeup, as per usual.
No.
Let's zoom out of that picture for a moment, please. Thanks, Tom. That's Josh Drew in this picture, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And Miss Pennington
That is correct.
in there too? Ms.
That is
Pennington
correct.
submitted a sworn statement on your behalf in support of your domestic violence restraining order, didn't she?
I believe she did, yes.
Mr. Drew also submitted a statement in support of your domestic violence restraining order.
I believe they both did, yes. Mm-hmm.
Ms. Heard, I'd like to show you Defendant's Exhibit 5.
Let me stop this clip here. This one was, that was a doozy one, guys. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do? Let me do this here. Let's see here. What we got? You know what I'm going to do here? I got one more I want to bring back here. Let me stop this share here. Let's bring up. I'm getting the tribe all up to speed here, because if y'all was watching this for 6 weeks, all you needed just with a nice little J, or you had your drink, you'd be like, yo, man, Johnny, for real, dang, Johnny, no. So let me bring up this.
This is just a clown show waiting to happen. That's what it is.
How long is it supposed to be going for? Like,
what's going on? So now to give you another up to date here. So the closing arguments were yesterday. So we will have a verdict on Tuesday. So that's why I'm touching on it right now, because it's about to be over. So I'm just giving people a little cliff notes, a little bit of teasers that's actually occurred here, because we gonna see if I don't know if there gonna be any riots. Hey, let me ask this question to the chat. I want to see what the chat here. You know, stop the little fighting back and on for a second here about the alimony for a second here, and here. I want to know, if Amber Heard wins, will men be riding the streets? And if Johnny wins, will the women be riding the streets? I know y'all thinking I'm joking right now, but I'm just kind of curious. What do y'all think? Or all seriousness in the chat, whatever side wins, whatever side you want to take, I want to see in the chat, in the comment section here. What do you think will happen going forward here? Of course, black folks don't care, but I want to see what the white people don't say about this here, because we ain't riding over this. Johnny's worth too much money for us to ride over, you know.
Yeah. In that case, I say there's not going to be a riot for either side, really, in my book. It's just that most people see Amber, they're like, man, she looks like a piece of shit. Yeah. Comparing to Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp looks like a little angel. He looks like that little choir boy.
Zero said, thanks, Dave, for the catch up on this. I seen like an 18-hour TLA vids, and that's way too much. Man, TLA, his timeline, you look at his channel for this month, It is nothing but this trial here. I'm trying to work on some material, and I go check on to him. I'm like, oh, what's TLA saying about this here? I don't want to watch the news. I want to see what TLA is saying. So shout out to TLA, man.
He's a bit more knowledgeable person than anybody on the news, anyways.
Hey, I love it. Like I said, the best part was when he lost the stream and he bootlegged the cable stream knowing it was going to be demonetized. That's showing how faithful he was to his tribe. He's like, I ain't going to make the money out this video, but we bootlegging the cable stream. I love it.
So how long is this trial supposed to be going on?
Well, it's the last arguments were yesterday, the closing arguments, and then we're gonna have supposedly the verdict on Tuesday. So we gotta wait. So we gotta wait for the whole holiday weekend here. Everybody gonna do their barbecuing. We're gonna be getting our grilling on out here in Chicago. We're gonna be shooting in Chicago because the holiday weekend is nice out. It's gonna be like in the 80s tomorrow. So I already know there's gonna be some gat clapping going on. And then we're gonna come back Tuesday to find out if Amber Heard's gonna lose this $20 to $50 million verdict. Here's my early prediction. She's gonna lose. The charges are gonna be around 45 to 60 million. And then she's going to file for bankruptcy, and then it's all going to be over.
Wow. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. She definitely going to lose. She got that face that she's going to lose. I know she's going to lose. He lying.
Here. We got Brent Tizimo with the $4.99 super chat. What's going on, man? He's saying there won't be any protests unless Amber wins. Nearly everyone knows now that she is the abuser. Hey, Brent. Thank you for telling me that, man. There won't be no protests. Hopefully not. We don't want to see no Johnny unrest signs in the streets. We don't need that, man. We don't need that. Hey, we got a party going on here. Let me add one more person to the chat here. My man, Mike.
What's going on, guys?
Mike E is in the house.
What's up, Benjamin? What's up, Robert?
Hey, welcome to the party.
Hey, man.
I thought you had fell asleep on me, man. I know you got your show going on. I was like, this dude here probably ate a nice juicy steak and went to sleep before his show.
No, I fell asleep, bro. I fell asleep in the pool.
Oh, even better.
Hey,
especially if it's pools. Oh, you would have been like.
I just gotta say, when I grow up, guys, I'm trying to be like my man Mike here. When I grow up, I'm telling you, when I grow up, I'm gonna move in his neighborhood. That's the whole idea. That's what I'm talking about. He wakes up in the pool. That's love.
That's what's up.
Hey,
That's
Mike,
right.
since you just woke up, you
What's
fresh
up?
out the pool, so you should be refreshed.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Real fast here. I've been playing some Amber Heard, Johnny Depp clips here. What is your? You told me this was your guilty pleasure. You were following this, right?
Yeah, man.
All
I can say is free Amber Turd, man. Free her, man.
Bed or something? I heard about that.
Yeah. Free Amber Turd, please.
Oh, I haven't even mentioned that part, Vega. Yeah, she shit it in the bed.
Whoa.
What?
She allegedly.
Oh, allegedly.
No, not allegedly. She did.
She allegedly shat in the bed, right? But here's the thing, right? The dookie was like that big, right? And her dog is that big. How the hell did a dookie that big get out from a dog that big, right? It's like two.
Right.
What? It's like what? Literally, it's like 1 inch each side. I get it. The intestine goes around and around and stuff like that. I get it, but that was a human dookie.
Yeah, that definitely. Yeah, wow. They got
from a dog like mine, right here. Her.
That was
Her
a human
size.
dookie, man.
That's disgusting. Wow. Yeah, she's done.
So let's go back down. Go ahead.
But hey, man, you know what? I guess maybe people
go back down.
people might get turned on by that sometimes, you know. So it's like,
there's documented cases of that. Yes.
it's, you know, it's
like.
Okay.
But what opinion do you want to know about that you want to know from me, man? What's my take on what?
You muted, Dave.
Dave, you muted, bro.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I was working on some other stuff here. How about I ask you the questions you've been following it?
Yeah.
Your perception of Johnny Depp through this whole situation.
Stoic. Play. The dude is just, he's been, number one, he's been coached. I mean, we all know each side is going to get coached. That's just how it is and how you put yourself in the bench. But, very stoic, knows to respond, when to respond so that he doesn't look like he's the guilty one. Of course, the way he answers is really good. I mean, there's that one answer he gave. Well, somebody was like, "Well, what did you lose from all this?" And he says, "I didn't lose. I don't lose anything less than everything. I did not lose less than everything." So pretty much, he said, "I lost everything." Right. So, but the fact that he was able to put less, I mean, that's the answers that he was doing, and then, with the cross exams, where he was guessing when he was gonna get, when it was gonna be sustained, when it was gonna be, he's like, objection, objection. So are you gonna object? So, and then so enough. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I think he did a good job with the way he responded, the way he acted. He brought the right team together. I mean, they looked so well prepared compared to Amber Heard's team, where they were just always flipping through pages. But yeah, I think that Johnny Depp did a good job on his on the way he handled it.
I'm glad you brought that up. Like I mentioned that earlier about representation and actually getting a lawyer, because like this has been lawyer week for me. I've been doing a whole bunch of court cases from like Tuesday on, just getting my court fix on basically, right? And the one thing that has really bothered me is that I actually have, I'm not trying to go off the subject here, but it ties in, that I've actually had some men get on my case about the child support cases that I've been doing and saying that, Dave, you're giving guys the wrong advice by hiring a lawyer. He's going to court because he don't got any money. That is the wrong broke mentality to think, because just because you don't have the money, then you go do it your damn self. I give the analogy. We can't fix our own cars right now. I've been driving nothing but BMW for like the last 7 years. Think I'm gonna go in my garage, put that car on the ramp, and try to act like I'm put that car in the computer and fix my own goddamn BMW? Hell no. I'm calling them up. I need a loaner. Once the first loaner available, Wednesday, cool. I'm dropping the car off on Wednesday. I'm not driving my car till Wednesday. I'm going through Uber. When we're not experts, we do not do things on our own, because all we're going to do is bite ourselves in the ass. And so when you said about Stoic Mike, he went, even though like he's a different category as far as hiring the type of representation he needed, but he literally showcased whatever your budget is, you need to get representation on that budget. You may need to go into the credit card dip just a little bit, but we're going to see here that we're going to see Johnny Depp in some movies in a couple of years. After this here, if he did not do this, what are the odds that we see him in a blockbuster movie again? We may see him like how Pee Wee Herman, we're gonna see him some B movies, and then eventually he's gonna do his Boogie Nights, where he comes and then we see him there, just like, oh, look at Pee Wee Herman again, But that's gonna be like 15, then it's like 15 years down the line. He is suing now so he can get back to making the $15-20 million movies the next couple of years, because she took that away from him. So the point that I want to give is that whatever your budget is, even if you ain't got no money, you can go talk to a lawyer and figure out what your options are, so that you can make sure that you're represented properly. Because too many men that's actually commenting lately do not want to hire a lawyer or tell me that's bad advice. And you know what? If you think that's bad advice, and I can tell you, your life has probably made a whole bunch of bad decisions right now. You post to hire professional help, whatever the case may be. You don't go to WebMD every single day when something's wrong with you, because you know what? You can ask an end up in the hospital with a 190/20 blood pressure, talking about, oh, I thought this was what it was. Nah, you actually had a heart attack coming. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this directly to black people here, where that we do not want to pay for what we need to do here. What we need professional help. We want to think we could do things on our own here. So let me I hand it back to you guys here about that here.
Yeah. Who wants to I'll take it. So
okay.
I think that's where a lot of people need to really look at, is that, it's a good analogy what you use with the Beamer, right? It's like people want to purchase something or have a marriage or have a relationship, but what they don't do is they don't calculate the cost that it's going to take to maintain the relationship. But at the very same time is they also don't calculate what's going to happen when the relationship breaks down, just like how when the car breaks down. So some people need to start realizing that they cannot afford a relationship.
Right.
Some people need to understand they can't afford a marriage. They can afford a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. They need to find the right girl that's willing to do that, but they can't afford a marriage, because once you get into the marriage, you have to understand the upkeep needed. What happens when the breakdown happens? What happens when you need therapy? That is potentially required for that. And what a lot of people even don't measure is the fact that vacations are sometimes therapies, and your 2-week vacation once a year that you get is not just a regular therapy. You have to have the small vacation trips all throughout the year, because that gives you guys time to have together. So, in regards for hiring a lawyer, you need to put everything in there, because the results from that, whatever happens in a divorce or proceedings, is literally the rest of your life. Johnny Depp, the reason, you guys know why it's in Virginia, right? Why it's in Alexandria, and why is it not in California?
Los Angeles.
Was this because of the federal and he did he move it to like a federal? How it moved from federal to a regular jurisdictional case?
So the Vanity Fair article, right? That's the main thing here that's going on. So the Vanity Fair's office is not in Alexandria, Virginia, but their servers are. So because the servers exist in Alexandria, Virginia, they can try to case there now. And so in Virginia, there are different ways on how you need to prove things and requirements in that state. Each state is different. And the other thing is, in Virginia, they will allow the recording of the court to be put out. It's allowed.
Wow.
All right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Johnny can lose this case. He can lose that $100 million from Amber Heard. That's a potential. Just like what he's doing here is, it's not the money he's spending right now, it's the more movies he can make, because he can make an even $25 million per movie. All he needs to do is maybe do 6 movies really fast back to back, and then all of a sudden, all this thing is taken care of, then he can move on from his life. What he's doing here, he's buying the public perception of him as not as the sexual predator, physical abuser, mental abuser. He got his name back because of this. So right now, doesn't matter if he loses this case, he loses the $100 million, attack right back at him with Amber Heard, but he gets his name back. And sometimes you have to pay to free your name and get your name back, So
yeah, definitely.
So that's a good.
I'm glad you brought that up, Mike, in that monologue there, because I've been fighting with a lot of guys in these court cases here, and there's a reason why that I'm showing like so many court cases here, and of course I'm showing the ones where that the men actually are kind of being successful when it doesn't happen too often. We got to show stories that represent us. Like we talk about how we're seeing so much black representation on TV, we don't believe it till we see it on TV. So, or till we see it in our sphere. So that's why I'm doing videos, even though they're not going to get as much views. I want to showcase these things because there are times when that guys can get the favor in a system that may not be geared toward us. The whole point that we want to showcase to everybody here. Don't be scared of thinking you ain't got the money, that you can't afford to do certain things. Pull back, take a few days, assess the area, the landscape of what's actually happening here before you go ahead and say, though, I'm gonna go ahead and make this file and go to court on my own. I need this and I need that. No, like you said, Mikey, a good lawyer, a bulldog lawyer, been able to find that out. Yo, they got servers in Virginia. Look at these Virginia laws here. Just something that we don't do because we do not know the law or study it. Certain laws that maybe their first week in law school was probably something they figured out in this case here to start going down the line for his trial here. You never know. Or something they may have learned as an intern somewhere. It's like, hey, this is what we can take in this approach here, But as us guys here, we're like, let me go ahead and look at these papers here. Maybe we could do a TurboTax way online to figure this out here, to file this faster, See, us guys always want to find the quick route and the cheap route all the damn time. And it doesn't work that way. And Johnny Depp has proven to us here, a man who has millions, but spend on your budget. Whatever the situation is, go hard on it if you know that you have a possibility to win. Or like you said, even if he doesn't win, the public opinion knows that you were in the right.
Yeah, I mean, Amber Heard's going to be playing she's going to try to do a reality show sometime in the future is what she's going to try to do. You're going to probably catch her in the next big, porn leak, because she's pretty good at leaking stuff. But that's just where you're going to see her, because she lost the whole thing from that. And so that's on her. But of course, if she wins her millions, she'll be perfectly fine. But she's good at for some reason going after men. I mean, she got Elon Musk, right? So I mean,
That's been in my chat here. People have been talking about Elon here. Elon has been slipping lately, man. The other girl that he had to spend the $200,000 on. Did y'all hear about that?
Yeah, but that's
I don't know the story on that, but he out here slipping, man. He gonna catch a case soon enough, you know.
But see, okay, we also have to understand with this basic of things, right? He can afford it.
True.
Yeah.
Right. So the 200, we have to understand that his 200,000 is $1 for me.
Yeah, you're right, Mikey. True. Second richest man in the world.
But I get it. But it's like that's what everybody sees. Like, oh, $200,000, and I'm like, no, that's not. Just like Bill Gates, he can afford to lose that. He's gonna get his money back. But for us, like guys who leveled themselves up that high, they can afford a quick snip F up. Us men in the bottom, you know, we can't afford a slip up. So we have to be a lot smarter at what we're doing, which is really unfortunate, you know. Plus, guess, you know, more than likely, old girl had a threesome with his girl with Elon Musk. He's all good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it that he's gonna get slipped up one of these days, but you know,
I know he's got the money.
already.
I'm just saying that he's on that slippery slope that you got two this fast here. It's only a matter of time before the right one gets is going to get that the right check. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
That's what I was bringing out, because it's those rich guys always going to have the one or two, but you had two too fast, brother. You're moving the wrong way. You got to reverse course, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're trying to buy Twitter for 44 billion don't mean that you just keep taking the booty every time you want to, or you just grab it when you feel like it. You got to spread it out. I ain't advocating that. I'm just saying, though, you can't be out here just doubling down like you Trump. You know what I'm saying? You gonna catch a case eventually. You know, you keep rolling that Russian roulette, Mikey. You know it. You're gonna crap out.
Yeah. I mean, I do get. I definitely get it.
Mike's like, come on, Dave.
No. I totally understand, man. Like I totally get where you're coming from and stuff like that. You know, I mean, it's a good thing to discuss, because sometimes as men, we need to realize that that's a good thing to compare to. We're not Elon Musk. So like, you know, I mean,
exactly.
I've been on my divorce. I've been on a divorce, right? And so, you know, I've been through that, right? But I had a lawyer that sat down with me, and he goes, I said, listen, you know, she's gone. The first thing he says is, Michael, what do you want me to be? This is the first question he asked me. What do you want me to be, Michael? I'm like, what do you mean? Do you want me to be a poodle, or do you want me to be a pit bull? And I looked at him. I was like, he goes, I can go aggressive. We can do that right now. But if you want, I can take it easy on her, because that's your ex-wife. You still have some feelings, maybe. What do you want me to do? And I said, you know what? I want you to be a pit bull, but not bite. Because I wanted him I don't want him to be a poodle. I said, I want you to be a pit bull, but I don't want you to bite. I want you to wait. And that's what he did. He's like, where is she? He's like, where is she? She's in Arizona. Cool. What he did next was he's like, all right, we're going to hire a private eye right away to make sure that nothing's going wrong. So he hired a private eye right away. You know, I'm willing to pay for that extra money just in case there was something stepping off. None of that persisted. He's like, she's in Arizona. Okay, what's going to happen here is she's going to have to run the case in Arizona, and we're not going to let her do that. She hasn't filed for anything yet. So he right away filed for something. There's a thing that he filed in DuPage County Court where it's not submitted yet, but the court is aware of it. So it's some weird shit like that. And so what happens was, when she files hers, you make her make the move. Then we can say, no, we filed first. We just haven't submitted it yet. So when she did that with her lawyers, my lawyer went, no, we submitted first. So now her lawyers couldn't practice in Chicago. So then she had to pay more, which she couldn't afford, unfortunately. So my lawyers, so that's how it works. So what do you want me? Understand your enemy. Because at this very moment, she ain't your friend anymore. She's not part of you no more. She left you. Now you have to treat them like an enemy. I hate to say it that way. I'm not saying be mean, but you need to do that. Me, as a good person, my lawyers pretty much almost slapped me, because even though my ex was already in another state, I was still giving her money. I was like, listen, because she hasn't had a job for like 6 months. she was receiving $7,000 from me because she was working for my company, and that's what she was getting paid. I was still paying for her, even though she wasn't working for me anymore, right? And he was looking at me and he's like, "Are you freaking kidding me, Michael?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well," he goes, "That's fine. We can use this on her." So all these different things. At first he goes, "This is crazy because it's 7,000. I would think that you would only be giving her this much." But then he was like, "But we can use this because she can't complain that you weren't doing this for her." So there was like all that stuff. Eventually, she couldn't. I mean,
I need to marry you and divorce you, Mike. You give me 7,000?
I had two houses around that time. One in Romeoville, one in Florida right now. So I have that. I owned a building that was. Have you seen the building that I owned, Dave? I don't think you went to the building because you were doing a lot.
Was it the one in Clarendon Hills?
Yeah, the one in Clarendon Hills, the old bank.
I drove by it, but I never came by. I never got a chance to get a tour, Mike. 'Cause that's why you're not an admin right now.
Sorry, dude. So I had, I mean, like it was a 40 square foot building. I freaking owned several businesses around that time. I was in danger. So I was in danger, but because I had lawyers that separated my name from the business, with the LLC being owned by a corporation, several corporations being held by holdings, she would have to go through high hell to try to get through me as much as possible. So the moment we stopped the payment on her paycheck, funds disappeared. And these divorce lawyers, they will work per commission, but I was glad enough that she wasn't really being mean about it, but we were ready to pounce on it. She did try a little bit, but I was just like, listen, my lawyers gave her a settlement. She's like, we're going to give you this, just walk away. Just walk away. Because in the end, what happened was she had her house in Arizona still that we were renting out. So because my houses are owned by corporations, right? Technically, I don't own the house. So she can't go after my houses. But her house is under her name. So when things happened, the lawyers were talking to each other. They're like, they're like, yeah.
Oh, you could have split the house.
I could take her half of her house, and she's gonna have to work
it's community,
a lot.
because y'all. Oh, wow.
You can't take a corporation from me because I'm not the full owner of the corporation.
Yep.
So this is where men need to understand how to be able to really protect yourself. And I'm not saying, get a lawyer because you're already preparing for pending doom, that if you get married, you're going to go into a divorce right away. What I'm saying is get yourself some lawyers that's already teaching you how to protect yourself from everybody. Any potential problems that you guys potentially can have. That's what a good lawyer does. That's why I suggest men need to work on finding a lawyer, have them in retainer. If you can't afford one yet, that's perfectly fine. You can have some cheaper lawyers. But when somebody walks into your business to go up against you, to arrest you, to do something to you, what are you going to do then? You're going to then try to call around and figure out which lawyer you can afford, which lawyer you can get, when you should actually vet your lawyers before the shit hits that's why Johnny is in good shit, because he already has good lawyers,
Good point. Vega had to drop off, get some food.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of what Mike is saying right there. I remember when with my daughter, with the custody case for my daughter and everything. That's because the same attorney was for me and my ex. He said, if you two decide to have two different attorneys, I'm taking you, meaning me, over my ex. Because he even said to her, he's a better bet than over you.
That's good.
I'm like, this is a court-appointed attorney, and I'm like, okay, I'm a broke ass guy, working part-time at the time, so I was like, made sense.
I like Nancy's comment here. You pay good advice. You pay Netflix, pay a retainer.
If you can, yeah, definitely.
Yep. And that's the thing. As men, we should have lawyers in retainer. Unfortunately, it's kind of sucky to kind of say it that way,
That's the game, though. We're trying to explain to people how to protect yourself, because we do that already. just think about it. You have car insurance. I have not had a car accident since, man, 1996.
Damn.
Dude, hold up. Knock on wood, man. No. Knock on wood, bro. Don't be
Where someone
talking about
where someone hit me, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been pulled over by the police, but never had any problems like that. So, but the point I'm saying is though that I've been paying car insurance all these years. I ain't had no accident. I don't get a refund for that.
Nope.
I have a home now. If you own a home and you get a mortgage, they will not let you get a home without homeowners insurance. They'll find some coverage for you. Let that lapse. They'll find some. They'll find some. They'll pull up. Here you go, Dave. It's like, well, I didn't ask for this. You got it anyway. We're not. You're paying insurance, whether you realize it or not, in some form or fashion. If you don't have a home and you're renting, where I'm living out here, they won't let you rent a spot without renter's insurance.
Some places do, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some places, of course, you can go to the hood. You're like, Dave, I never had to do that before. But you know what, though? You want to live in nice, affluent neighborhoods where you want to rent and you still want that flexibility to bounce around stuff on the mortgage. Before I owned, I was paying renter's insurance for years. For matter of fact, before about 5 years, I was paying renter's insurance. So the point is that we're already paying in case shit happens, even though shit may not happen. So why not are we preaching more? And like Mike, that was such great information that retainer, start scouting lawyers. The first lawyer you talk to may not be the lawyer you rock with, but that's why you do it right now, because you can see who rocks with you, who knows your personality, the person that you have no problem calling at 2 a.m. because it is a jam. Whatever the jam is, he's like, oh, this is Mike, or that's that dude. We talked. It's not a stranger. He's on the clock now. Let me go ahead and do what I got to do here. Let me go put my jacket on and go to jail. Let me go, whatever the situation is. 4 p.m. Oh, that dude's calling. Money's on the line. But the point I'm saying, though, is that we're already paying for insurance. This is just another coverage that we just got to prep for. It's just the fact that it's not legally bind to us that we have guys thinking we don't have to do this here. And I just want to put this out here. We need this, guys. You may not even use that lawyer ever, but the fact that you have that peace of mind, that helps you go to sleep at night, Mike. I bet the fact that you did, let me ask you this question, Mike. Even though that me and you talked personally about this, and you know that it was a mental ordeal on you, because anybody going through that, no matter how physically or mentally strong they are, it's a lot that takes a toll on them. But you will admit, though, that by you doing what you was doing here, you had an ease that most men didn't have. You know that the lawyer was 2 steps ahead of your ex, so you were like, this sucks, but I'm not getting screwed, right?
Yeah, that's that's exactly what went on. Like I had people that was very much there for me.
That's the whole point. You said that's there for you. You call someone last minute, they're gonna help you, but they're just trying to get caught up that they're for the check. There's no personal interest in you. Like, even though it's business, if you go ahead of time, I would say this with anybody in business. If you don't even have a case and someone comes to you and says, hey, this is what I'm looking for, that person's gonna take a little bit different interest in you than you being called last minute, and then he's running shotgun trying to figure out how to fix your case up. If he knows you ahead of time, he knows how to kind of operate, even though it's a business expenditure that he may have not talked to you for like 2 or 3 months, but the fact that he already knows you. It's all about relationships that I always talk about with what we deal with every day. Matter of fact, you may not even call that lawyer. You can refer him to somebody who your friend might need that help for that bulldog. It's like, hey, Mike, I got a case here right now. Mike, like, hey, I got that bulldog, Dave. Bring him on. I know, though. I trust you, Mike. He helped you out. Let me talk to him right now.
Yeah, dude. And I'm sorry to say, if you can afford, get yourself a Jewish lawyer.
Good one, Mike. Get a Jewish lawyer. That is a good one.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Jewish lawyers are the bomb.
Oh, yeah. You have to be also careful for lawyers that are appointed by the VA. They're even just as bad sometimes.
I got to get my super chat here with Z Whiff here real fast. Damn, got to give another $10 for this law advice convo. I got to give Mike I got to get Mike $5 for this here. He's running.
Yo, Dave. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna. One of my worst stories of lawyers, right? So I'm gonna give guys here just a little. I'm gonna give some guys some free stuff here, and this is
Thanks for the super chat, Z Whiff.
This is where how lawyers are important for you. So if you're doing business, you're doing work. It doesn't freaking matter what happens to you in life, right? I'm not gonna give the full spectrum on this. So let's just say, the business I'm in, we work in the medical field. And unfortunately, one of the physicians that was kind of linked with us, that we took care of a couple of his patients, did some crappy stuff in his business with other people. Let's just say, he was a dealer. He was dealing. So he ended up in investigation. So he was under investigation, and unfortunately, because there were two patients that we're linked with, one wonderful Wednesday morning, open up the elevator and you see feds, DEA in your door, in your business.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Before you continue, Mike.
Yeah.
You had the feds.
I had
in
the
your
feds.
lobby.
No. They were in my building already.
Oh, they already waiting for you.
Yeah. They were in.
Yeah, they were reading
the
a
office.
newspaper.
They were in the office already because they gave it to the receptionist, and so you had the feds, you had the DEA, you had then the worst part about it, you had ATF. You had all three. All three.
You had the whole alphabet.
Pretty close.
We got all three of them in there, and you're literally just like, and if you weren't trained by lawyers enough, if you don't have a lawyer that sat down, because lawyers need to teach you, my lawyer says, I'm like, you know what, just to let you guys know, I have nothing to say at this very moment, and what do you call this thing? And I'm calling my lawyers. So I'm going to speak to my lawyer first. But they're already trying to get us some information. We literally told the staff, guys, you have the right, because you have the right to speak to them if you feel the need to speak to them. We cannot control you, but the lawyers are underway. So you have also the right to hold your silence. So it's up to you guys what you guys want to do. Because you can't hold your staff from that because that's illegal. So literally, my lawyer hears about it. My lawyer was there in 20 minutes. And this is what my lawyer said. She looked at the thing and she looked at the feds and she says, get the fuck out. That's what she literally said, get the fuck out. And they're like, why? And she looks at it and she goes, you guys got the wrong address. So they walked in the wrong room. Right? So they walked in the wrong, because I have multiple businesses. So they walked into my wrong agency and have been doing that stuff because that was the address that they had, not knowing there was the other room. And they're like, well, we're going to go in there. And she's like, no, you can't, because in this, it's wrong. It's a different business name. It's a different address. You better get yourself a new what do you call this thing? Warrant.
Yeah, search
and
warrant.
So, but anyways, fast forward to all that stuff. It was the doctor's fault. No charges were placed. But I still spent close to $250,000 in law fees.
When you said they were waiting for you, it reminded me back home with the county courthouse.
Yeah.
FBI was waiting right at the clerk of court's office, waiting for him because of one court case with a hate crime that was found. They found him not guilty, and then it went to I think it was federal or state, and actually found the kids guilty for the hate crime. So they went down back to my county, and they were looking at the clerk of courts, and they found out he was actually adjusting the judges so he would get the right decisions.
Yeah.
So he lost his job and everything from that.
So Mike, real fast here before I get, so from your story here, by having that lawyer, having a good lawyer, just things like that, just looking, it's like, y'all got the wrong address. So that allowed you, not since you were caught off guard, showing to your office now you at least had a few days now to start prepping here instead of being thrown into the wolves right off the get-go here because they were waiting for you. Now you kind of be able to get a defense ready, if that made any sense, right? Even though you were already behind the 8 ball.
No, they got the warrant in a matter of 4 hours to come back in. Okay. Judge to sign a warrant, they're going to come back. They can just make a call. So they got a warrant from the judge. They came back. They were there in 4 hours, but at that very same time is, allowed the staff for a breather. It allowed for people to just, okay, let's fucking breathe and let's see what's going on. Then the lawyer was able to prep it, saying don't touch anything, don't move anything, don't do this. This is how it's supposed to work. By then her other lawyers came in as well that worked under her, her juniors. So the whole time that the feds were there, they were watching the feds, what they were doing. They were documenting the feds. So it's like, so at least the feds know that they're being watched as well. It was done correctly, and I'll be honest to people, you get a good lawyer. The whole experience working with the feds was very calm. They were very nice and peaceful guys. As long as you're willing to work with them and have a conversation with them, and I know I get it. Some people can say, Michael, no snitching allowed. There was no snitching needed. I'm just saying is that if you show and you work with them.
Hey, Mike, your video's frozen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me though?
Yeah, we can still.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Just let you know that your
we can hear you.
out.
Yeah. Internet's bad here right now, man. So, but yeah, so I just want people to know that as long as you work well with them, you have to be smart how you converse with them, how to talk, and that's where a good lawyer will train you. Just like how Johnny Depp was trained by his lawyer. So I just want people to understand that you don't want the appointed lawyer for you sometimes, but sometimes that's all that you have. So you have to be ready ahead of time for any of these things from happening, man. That's all I can say.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna remove you out for a second and see if your camera gets right, Mike. So what I want to do is welcome my man Brent to the show here. One of my day ones, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
How you doing, Dave? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Been commenting, going back and forth in emails, man. And it's good to finally put a real face here to the people.
Yeah,
we're strangers, but we like family now.
Hey, I feel more like family than strangers at this point by far.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I wanted to touch on the topic of lawyers because okay. So I'm a little bit of a slow learner. I got married a second time, and it was a little too soon for her. It was her second marriage too, and it was way too soon. She wasn't ready. Long story short, it wasn't going to work. And even though, let's put it this way, our divorce was so amicable that 2 days after the divorce was finalized, she gave me a haircut. I trusted her with sharp metal objects.
I was going to say, hey, I was like, you better than me. You trusted her with.
Oh, well, like I said, my hair's not as nice as yours, but
man, I told mine she can't even cut my hair before I grew it out. You a good one, Brent.
The point is, she's a well-intentioned woman. A good woman, just she wasn't ready to be back into marriage because she'd come out of some bad stuff and she hadn't gotten the treatment she needed to cope and deal with that. So she needed some help. She wasn't ready yet. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into the weeds of that. The point was, even then, even in an amicable divorce, I made sure that I had representation. I had an attorney, and to make sure that everything was kosher going through that divorce. And like I said, she and I were in really good terms, but I made sure there was an attorney there. And part of it was early on in the divorce process, she was all in her feelings and things looked like they might go rocky. Had that attorney there, had things getting squared away, and things fell right back in line really fast. Everything was good again, but just having that reassurance. So yeah, even in an amicable divorce, it was good to have the attorney present just to make sure everything was kosher, everything was right.
You said something that I want to point on here, Brent, that is very key here. That you said that in the beginning, she was emotional. She was in her feelings. But you want to know something, though, that you stated that it was a good divorce, but your lawyers handled everything, right? So the dialogue that could have been happening was happening with the legal bullies here. So by you having representation, her and her feelings could have been a whole different ballgame, possibly knowing her. Am I getting that correct?
Yeah, and I mean, just to give you, again, we were building a home together at the time. When the divorce happened, she and I were building a home, and I was $70 plus $1,000 in on fees and things on this home we were building, And because the attorneys were there and everything kind of got squared away, everything got calmed down, she ended up paying me out all of my $70,000. So I got all of my money back that I was in. She assumed, she actually ended up purchasing the home, but that was the whole point, because it had started out as mutual property, community property, I guess they call it. And even then, because the attorneys were there, her feelings calmed down, everything got squared away, and I got all my money back. She got the home. That's great. Good woman. I'm glad she's got it, but I got my money back. And I'm just saying, it never hurts. Even if you're on good terms, it doesn't hurt to have that reassurance of representation by a good attorney.
Exactly. And so one thing I've been going hard this week because I think it needs to be hit hard. I know I'll probably come back to this maybe in about a month or so because, man, people ain't watching these videos. They don't want to care about. They only want to see it when it hits the fan. When you get jammed up and then you hit that court case, that's when these videos can be popping here. They don't want to talk about the precursor of us how to build here, because you make a great point, and what we want to showcase here is that we are not experts at everything. We cannot just simply read a couple of things online, figure out what our situation is, and thinking that we can handle it. I go back to the point, like, I have a regular doctor now. Like, I've always had a regular doctor, but you know what my regular doctor is? The same person who saw my dad for the last 14 years before he passed away. He's the same doctor that seen my mom in that same time, and she's still here, and the same person that sees my brother for almost the same period of time, and I'm the last person that comes in. The point is about being knowledgeable, knowing what your past is, so that I can be ready to do what's going on here. The same thing when you hire a lawyer. He even though he may not go to work right away, he's going to know your past and your present. Yep. So then when you do give him a call, he's ready for the present and the future.
That's right. I had the same attorney's firm as I had with my first divorce, and my kids are here. My kids are here today, so I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
But let's just say that worth every penny.
That peace of mind, that the penny that you spent saves you money in the long run. You don't see the cost that you save. You only feel better because you know you saved it.
I can't tell you how much it saved me, but it's considerable. And I'm not just talking about the financial. There's a lot of other risks out there. A lot of risks. And if there's kids involved, and see, in my case, I've got 5.
Oh, wow.
With kids
involved, you got to start at 5, Brent. Oh, man.
So I've got 5. 2 of them are already grown and out of the house, but 5 kids. But yeah, and that's a factor. So if you're a dad or a mom, because we've got some ladies here in the chat, some good ladies here.
Yes, we do.
Father, mother, whatever, you're going to want to make sure that you're very careful about that stuff. And so you can't afford to skimp when it comes to having that representation.
No doubt. Before we continue here, I'm seeing some pleasantries in the chat here. Hold on here. Nancy, you got it. Praise God. Yay. Okay, y'all making up over there? Y'all everybody, the chat's going hard here. Then I see Danny say, Nancy, you deserve a gift from me for being honest. Yeah. See, I come back and I look
it's
at
a love
here.
connection, it sounds like.
I don't know what's going on here in the chat, but we could go ahead and talk here. Then y'all got your own little side things going on, and it's like 3 or 4 or 5 things going on all at once. I dig it. That's what. Hey, I love my tribe. This ain't the same tribe that you'll see in other channels here. We're all over the place here. We see different cultures, races, nationalities, age groups. We had a servant. He's 30 years old. Come on, and then we're talking about my man Brent here. 5 kids, 2 divorces, and giving great lawyer advice. Hey, we all over the place. Mike, he spent $250,000 on his court cases. We're all over the place here. Robert, you talking about your situation here. This is a well-diverse group here that I'm trying to showcase that we're all different, but we're going through the same shit.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, what we see here, like I joke around the chat and we get everybody pop up in here, we all go through it no matter our color and our skin and what our age is. Especially as us men, we go through it. If we're not prepared, we could have been living the beta lifestyle and having the cloak over our eyes, and next thing you know, we get with the wrong woman who just take us dashly down that wrong lane, and then we over here crying, she took me in the shirt. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen some guys who lose their damn shirt.
Yeah, not just a shirt, also their underwear too with it.
Oh my God! Shout out! Hey, here's a story about boxing. Here, if you want to talk about if you don't have your affairs in order, where that the women will take everything. Here's a quick story: Sugar Shane Mosley. He just retired a couple years ago. He's going to be a future Hall of Famer. I say he's probably, if anybody knows their boxing, you can put him up there as one of the greatest 135-pounders of all time. Seriously, his 135-pound reign was beastly. I'm talking about worldly. You could put him in any era at 135, and he could compete or beat anybody, whether you say it's Duran, Floyd Mayweather Jr., you want to put De La Hoya. He beat De La Hoya at 147, but I'm saying at 135, that's how great he was. He went through a bad divorce in 2009. His situation with his divorce, though, his wife was also his manager in boxing. And they had kids. So you want to know something that was so messed up about their divorce? When you're a champion, you pay sanctioning fees to the organization, whether the WBC, WBA, IBF, so you can be ranked. And then, of course, those sanctioning fees provide you, when you actually win a title, you get a replica belt. She got the goddamn belts. He is a boxer who is a future Hall of Famer who put his life on the line every single time that he went in the ring. He won belts at 135, 147, and 154. 3-division champion. He is going to be in the Hall of Fame. And then during the divorce, she got all the belts that he had at that time. How is that fucking fair for a woman to get the man's championship belts?
Mm-hmm.
And he is a fighter who had lawyers, but something occurred though, because something fell through the cracks where that she got half of what I need to pull it up for a future show, but I remember watching that firsthand, her getting the belts. That tells you how petty you gotta be to say, you know what, I'm taking that too. Just want to
Dave,
give that out to you guys.
I've got to tell you, the family court system is not very much about fair.
No, it isn't.
Which is, it's not about fair. So yeah, that's a brutal situation.
So that's the extreme, but just let guys know that someone is a future Hall of Famer in his career, and she can take items that he earned. That has nothing to do with a marriage. That is something he worked for.
That's right.
And the fact that she got the belts, y'all can look it up. I don't know what that man went through, but if you ever go on Instagram and you ever see fighters on Instagram, retired fighters, they relish their belts. Like one of the things you will see is like Floyd Mayweather. He has a table. He takes different shots of all his belts. He has literally like 20 or 30 belts because every time you win a title, you get another replica belt. So you see WBCs from 130, 135, 140, 147, 154. Same thing, the WBA, IBF. He never liked the WBO. That's my box knowledge. He didn't care for them. He never paid a sanctioning fee. He won a belt. He said, "Yeah, I ain't getting this money. Fuck them." So, but he paid all these fees. You see the table, all these belts. So I come to you guys. Can you imagine whatever field that you guys may be in? I don't know what work particularly, right? And then whatever you earned. And then you go through a divorce. And the wife says, I get that. Like for me, I'm running the show right now. That's like the equivalent of saying, I'm taking the mixer. I'm taking the mic. You can have your camera. Well, they can see me, but I can't talk. Well, that's half the show.
Well, it might be... It might be the car. It might be the house. It might be all sorts of furniture or other things. And kind of depends. That's why you've got to have that representation, because your attorney is going to help you know how to navigate that at least as best as possible.
No doubt. That's why we're showing this here.
I get a kick out of when it like military couples. Like a woman's not military and the husband is military. Oh, I like it here when the attorney never's done a court proceedings with someone that's serving in the military. Oh, we get half the house, we get half the furniture. And you see his attorney like, dude, do you realize they're on base housing?
I was about to say. Ask, are they living on base?
Yeah, because you can pretty much take all the furniture because he's going back to the barracks anyways. So who cares?
Hey, since I got since I got you on here, and Robert's been on the whole time. Robert's he's been my road warrior every time I do a show here.
Oh yeah,
you know what?
definitely,
I got some new people that came into the chat here. I'm gonna play one of the videos over again, Brent. So if you want to react with me on the side here, I'm gonna pull the last video back up because it showcased the liar. I might bring another video up, but I want to show this last one up because it was just clear cut of Amber lying, and I'm seeing people coming in the chat here, shut up late. I can't believe I've gone 2 hours here already. I literally told everybody I might go 30 minutes because I'm tired as hell. I've had a long day, guys, and I'm shocked that I'm still going here right now. So
it's cool, Dave.
shout out to y'all.
I've been following this case really closely. In fact, one of my guilty pleasures has been listening to that Umbrella guy, and for about a year. For about a year or more, I've been listening to that Umbrella guy. So I've been following this closely. So that's fine. Whatever you want to share, I'm up for it.
All right, cool. I'm gonna bring back the last video here because I see some people in the chat coming. Hey, what's up, Sarah? She said I'm late, tuned in late. That's all good. You can catch the replay. We still here. I'm 2 hours going strong here. I thought I'd probably do like 30 minutes or so, but that's what makes y'all so dope. I come on here and I'm thinking, let me see what I can do here. It's like I said real fast. It was a long day. I've been burning the candle at both ends. My niece just graduated 8th grade, graduation on Thursday. So, she's joining high school for older brother. Her older brother is actually a freshman. So they're a year and a week apart. Born November 17th and November 24th. So they're going to be a sophomore and freshman in high school. So I've been trying, it's been a lot going on. So I'll try to do something for her. Kids are simple, but sometimes you gotta treat them, especially my niece, because I say, hey, I'm busy tonight. I'm gonna do this live stream, but let's get something to eat. Let's do lunch. Where do you want to go? And her being a typical 14-year-old, she's like, I want to go to Wendy's. I'm like, girl, I ain't taking you to Wendy's. I can Uber eat you some Wendy's from here and I can get to work. No, I'm leaving my house here. I'm leaving stuff on the table. I'm taking you out. I said, you know what, guys? Guess what she got? She got the cheddar biscuits. She deserved the cheddar. If y'all been here for day one, y'all know about my cheddar biscuits when I joke around about the videos.
That's like an old joke anymore.
Yeah.
So you're not kidding. The cheddar biscuits, they're real.
The cheddar biscuits are real. So
awesome.
Here's the thing. I didn't realize this. She'd never been to Red Lobster before. So I know that.
Whoa.
So here's the thing now. Now I got to step up my game with her now because I like to eat nice, right? So now that she had lobster for the first time and she likes lobster, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Because she's like, I never had lobster before. Go ahead and get it, girl. It's Red Lobster. I'm not sure about no damn Red Lobster. So we went ahead and I let her get the lobster, let her get the salmon, let her get the scrimps. She ate it all. That plate was goddamn empty. She was a trash compactor on my ass. And then she did eat the cheddar biscuits. So I was like, all right, cool. So now I got to take her to a nice, real seafood restaurant out here in Chicago, downtown sometime soon. But that's what I was trying to make sure I take care of my little niece and everything like that and got her something to eat, some lunch, graduating. It's a lot of transit. She had her big dance last week and everything. So, I'm just trying to do a little thing, trying to be uncle. I can't do everything all the time. So I was tired as hell. And I was like, you know what? Maybe 30 minutes. Let me just cam up for a second. And here we are, 2 hours strong here. And I'm like, man, you know what? I can go another hour or two. Maybe. Who knows? It all depends on the boxing fight tonight. I don't know. So
sounds to me like you're being a great uncle. You keep that up.
I got to, man. Family's what we got, man. Especially with little kids, like my nephew is a freshman, like I said. She's in 8th grade, and my youngest niece is actually in 6th grade. So they're all close. They're all packed together, and then here's the thing too. My brother is a single father. Like he is. So when I talk about these cases, he is in a rare situation. Reason why I show the positive court cases, because we're in a situation where that we spent over $100,000 to get custody of those kids.
I believe you.
And we got custody. But here's the thing though. We don't get custody if their mom is not a good person. Let's just put it that way. I don't got to go into detail. We just got to say that if a woman loses custody, I can say, I don't have no problem saying this here. If a white woman can lose custody of her kids to the black father, there is something. And then here's the thing. After we spent $100,000, if she was a good person, we wouldn't have got those kids.
Oh no.
It took her being a bad mother. After the $100,000, and then DCFS coming through and seeing how we live before all that occurred. And I never forget the last conversation DCFS had with my mother when they saw our house. And then when they looked around, that was like they was like, Don't worry, Mrs. Jordan. You ain't got to worry about these kids leaving no time soon. It took, but here's the thing, though. It took the rare situation of our family, because if she was a decent mother, they would not be here. So that's the reason why I talk on these court cases, because I seen it firsthand. I seen my father, and as he dipped into his life savings so that these kids did not go where we didn't want them to go. You know.
But Dave, don't sell your brother short too, because like you said, she had to not be very fit as a mother, but he had to also prove himself. He had to prove himself that he is a fit
uphill battle.
He was the better parent too. Exactly.
I'm just saying, props to your brother, because he proved himself as a good dad. That's why he got the custody.
Exactly. So now it's to the point now that, you know, the family dynamic changed. So I gotta do more. I work so much, but at the same time, though, you know, it's summertime coming, so I gotta find my nephew a job. You know, he's a freshman. He already came up to me. He's like, "Hey, can you?"
Oh, did we just lose Dave?
I think so.
Because he froze up for a second there, and then I think we lost.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. Back. Yeah, hopefully, I'll double check on.
I don't know how much we can cover this without the host.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But here he comes. Here he comes.
Coming back. Yeah. Well,
he's coming.
Black screen by Dave. Yeah.
But you know, in the meantime, you know, since we're talking about the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing.
Mm-hmm.
On the one hand, I know that Mike talked about this earlier. Mike talked about how Johnny Depp was well prepped by his team, but that wouldn't have been enough. The other thing that really helps Johnny Depp is that the facts support every claims. And the reason that he's done so well is the facts support him and they don't support her. But that just goes to show, if you're a man especially, and you're accused of things, document, get all of the evidence you can to support yourself, because without the evidence, you're even with the evidence, it's an uphill battle. Hey, he's back.
Yeah, Dave's back.
Can you hear us, Dave? Oh, we can't hear you, Dave.
We can't hear you.
I think you're muted.
No, I think it's his mic.
Oh, it's Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just saying, so with the Johnny Depp thing, not only did he have to be well prepped, but he had to have the evidence in his favor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And even then it was an uphill battle.
Dave, you're still no sound at all.
No sound.
Can you guys hear me? 1 second.
Yes, you're good.
We're good. We hear you.
Oh, you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we do hear you.
Okay, yeah. Something happened with StreamYard. It literally just wiped out the goddamn stream, like I lost my internet connection. It just went blue coop. So, you know, I luckily enough though that I got too much shit running around here. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff changing because my setup here was from the last channel that I was trying to do a year and a half ago. So now things are being consolidated now. So I got some things coming in the pipeline. There's going to be possibly a new camera. I got to change some stuff here, but sorry for the struggle stream. But luckily enough though, I was able to piggyback and y'all kept it going here. So
we were just talking about the court case.
Did you want to go into that video, Dave? The video?
Yeah. Let me get to the chat. I appreciate that, Brent. Let me get to the chat here. Thanks for filling in, guys, for the few moments here while I was struggle streaming. Yeah, let me get to this here. Hold on here. I see the jokes here. Dave, take her to a low country seafood boil. I like.
Oh God.
Hey, you know what though? We got these seafood boils been popping up all over the place out here lately. So, for an afternoon lunch thing, I'll do a seafood boil. But for a dinner though, I'm taking her downtown. So let's see here. Let's see. Geez, 100K, but worth it for the kids. Yeah, man. Hey, those kids are great, man. Money don't mean nothing at that point, you know. Let's see here. Dave just got nuked. Yeah, I did. You know, I don't know what's going on. We talking about proper stuff for men, and then maybe the man came down, was like, no more men talk. Bloop, bloop. shut the channel
No,
down.
I think it was the feminists, Dave. I think it was the feminists trying to pull the plug.
You know, the fembots came for me here. It's like, we can't give this good advice. No more lawyer
but
talk.
the big difference is they can't shut me down.
Oh, we're going to get them pre-prep for lawyers? Oh, we're going to have them on deck before something happens. Channel go down.
No, the channel didn't go down because they have someone on there who has more power than us.
Right, Sheila laughing at him. Yep. Mm-hmm. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm still here. Let's see
still kicking.
here. Yeah, there you back. Yeah, I know I'm still here. Actually, I think Dave's brother's ex cut his connection. Oh,
oh, that's a good one. That is a really good one.
Hey, Z. Hey, you know what? Hey, man. I rock with you, bro. Yo,
that was a good low blow.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Hey, I keep it light here. I keep it so light over here. Let's see here. What else we got going on here? So many chats here. I can't keep let's see here. Yeah, I got voodoo, Nancy. Hey, Nancy, I need you to, I had some problems with YouTube, got some issues with our YouTube studio and stuff like that. I need you. I was trying to add Eric as the moderators earlier and I couldn't do it. So I need your other channel name that you said, because you said you didn't want this name to be the moderator anymore. So can you let me know your other name again so I can add that? You know, I gotta see if I can do that later on tonight. YouTube Studio for us content creators, they've been making a lot of changes. It's some dope stuff for us, but they've been also having some issues as well. So, you know, but send me that information when you get the chance, Nancy, because you were a mod and then you can, you know, you wanted to change your channel name up. So let's see here. Yeah, Dave, she wasn't having that talk about her. So I'm gonna bring the video back up here. Like I said, we got people that's joining in here. Like I said, we've gone 2 hours in this in this live stream here. So I'm gonna bring another clip here. I'm gonna play back the old clip from Amber Heard I did earlier, and I have other clip that I might bring back on here. So since you guys are still here, let's go ahead and bring it back here. Let's do this.
Use my special attention to detail skills.
I want to react to this one here and bring everybody in. So let's do this here. There we go.
Time from other people. Isn't that correct, Ms. Heard?
That is incorrect.
In Hicksville, you were the one who was upset that Mr. Depp wasn't giving you enough attention.
Incorrect again.
Ms. Heard, you told this jury that you had no idea the press was going to be at the courthouse when you got your TRO on May 27th, 2016. Do you remember that testimony?
I said I did not have anything to do with it. Yes.
No. I question again. You told this jury that you had no idea that the press was going to be outside after you got the ex-party TRO on May 27th, 2016. Do you remember that testimony?
I apologize. I must have misunderstood, Ms. Vasquez. I actually had no idea whether they were going to be there or not. When I walked into the courtroom that day, it was completely quiet, still, empty. Even though I had given Johnny's team notice that I was filing the TRO,
Your Honor, this is not
we had no reason to believe the press knew.
And Your Honor, I would also ask that you instruct the witness to please stop talking once I lodge an objection.
Your Honor, she's trying to answer the question as best she can, and Ms. Vasquez is misrepresenting to her what she testified to.
Well, I will strike the last part as non-responsive. Just if you could just answer the questions asked. Okay, thank you, Ms. Heard.
In fact, you testified that you were, quote, shocked when you saw press when you were leaving the courthouse. Yes?
Yes.
You weren't shocked at all, though, were you?
Incorrect. It was.
You knew the
horrifying.
press would be at the courthouse, right, Ms. Heard?
No.
Well, you did bring your publicist to the courthouse with you on May 27th, 2016, didn't you?
I sure did. I'm a public figure. I brought my publicist in case it blew up. In case.
You actually had alerted TMZ that you would be filing a TRO against Mr. Depp that very day, didn't you?
No, I did not.
The one day you didn't bother to wear makeup to cover up the mark on your face.
I did not call TMZ or any other news source or paparazzi source. No one.
Well,
I never did
testimony from former TMZ employee Morgan Tremaine yesterday, correct?
Did I hear his testimony?
Yes.
Yes, I was here.
Yes. And you heard Mr. Tremaine's testimony that he knew to dispatch the paparazzi to the courthouse on May 27th, right?
I heard him say that he knew that, yes.
Yeah, and that he dispatched paparazzi to the courthouse to capture a picture of an alleged bruise on the right side of your face. Do you remember him saying that?
I remember him saying that.
That information must have come from your team, right, Ms. Heard?
Absolutely not. Why would I want that? What actual survivor of domestic violence wants that?
Now, the video of Mr. Depp beating up.
I had to pause it there. You see, I did that earlier. You see how she is just so defiant on the answer. And anytime I see someone who is defiant like that, I just see someone who just is guilty of the line of questioning. Like, it's one thing to have the emotion to say that, hey, this is not true. It's just the way, the body language. See, it's more than just the tone, the body language, and then everything that perks up here. It showcases, it showcases more than being defensive. So that's why I stopped there each time, because
it would be kind of funny if the attorney said, "Oh, did your publicist call TMZ and told them?" Then she might end up not being able to say damn word.
Yeah. Well, and here's a big giveaway. It's not part of this video yet. It may be coming up, but TMZ received that video footage.
Yes, they did.
And they received it the day before she filed. And they have the copyright to it. The only way they could have that copyright is if they received it from the owner of the video. And she's already admitted in court that she's the one that recorded the video. It was on her camera. So who else would have handed it over to TMZ? It was her personal video.
And TMZ knows. And TMZ knows that they're not going to run anything like that without the rights or some sort of written. I forgot the actual legal term for in this particular case here, but they've been doing their thing for years. They know what they're going to get sued and not get sued on, especially audio or video, information like this here. So they had to get that. And on top of that too, correct me if I'm wrong, Brent, they got it within 15 minutes of actually how do you get something so fast unless your own camp gave it to the third party? It can't get leaked that fast. And then TMZ says, okay, we're going to look at this guy. Look what we got. And then go ahead and put it in their servers. No, this ain't like me, that dude that named Dave, get a hold of this, be like, hey, let me go ahead and run this. I'm gonna get some views. I'm gonna get 10,000 subs out of this here. Nah, this is TMZ who runs a news organization and TV show that runs every damn day with people out in the field all the time. They have their lawyers on deck saying, okay, where the paperwork, sign off, boom, let's get it going here.
That's right. 15 minutes from the time they received it to the time they posted it, which means that when they received it and they had authorization like that from the source. Remember,
they pretty much once it was sent, they already had the paperwork too.
Yeah, so that wasn't some paparazzi video. That was her personal, that was video she took personally. So, and that was the day before she went to the court to file for the TRO and to start the whole divorce process and all that stuff. So, yeah, so basically she outed herself. She outed herself that she's the one that leaked it all, and they have proof because they have the video. She leaked it all, so TMZ knew in advance. And that's why she went with her publicist, because she expected them.
Now, Nancy's asking, sorry, y'all, what did she play in? What has she done? I'm confused on her celebrity. She is the love interest in Aquaman. So, and then the irony is that I don't know if I don't even have that video, I don't think. Let me see here. No, I don't have that video. But part of this trial in the defamation that she was trying to sue back on, because since Johnny was suing her, she felt that she had lost her major role in Aquaman 2. She said that her role was reduced because of this here. The irony, though, is that the head of, was it DC, who testified in the stand, was like, this script was written 3 years ago, so her role was her role regardless. And then she tried to fight saying that her money was reduced, when in actuality, her contract is a standard contract for all Warner Brothers DC, so that her money was still the same. She basically lied again, trying to state that because of the defamation case, that she lost her role was reduced and she lost money. And then DC was like, nah, this is the books.
No.
Well, didn't also the is DC under Warner Brothers?
I think so.
Because Warner Brothers, I think it was Warner Brothers, released an official signed form indicating that nothing involving Johnny Depp or any of his statements had anything to do with her current employment situation when it comes to that to Aquaman 2. So the company itself is saying this Johnny Depp stuff has nothing to do with her status in Aquaman 2, which is a bit up in the air right now, but that's not because of Johnny, and they've said that.
What was also horrible was, I think I did the reaction video on it yesterday, when here's the thing, that she really juiced Johnny for $7 million for how short they were married. And in what she makes as an actress, he should have never paid her $7 million. But she went ahead and framed it where that $3.5 million went to her two charities, the ACLU, and I forgot, was it the Children's Hospital? I forgot.
It was the Children's
Hospital. I think, I thought so. The Children's Hospital.
Yeah, Children's Hospital. So $7 million. So Johnny had no problem throwing $7 million because it's going to go to charity. The problem, though, was that she pledged the money, but never donated the money. And so Johnny sued her 13 months after the fact. So she's trying to state that I didn't pledge this, the money that I pledge, I didn't donate because Johnny sued me. But she had the money for 13 months, which in technicality means that you were never given that money. You got that. No. That was the only way that she was going to get a $7 million settlement if it was going to be donated to her charity, when she was never going to donate it, which means that she was out here running scams. Like, we got women who run scams just to get like $100 out of dudes. She running this on the big time dudes. That's all that was. She ran a scam on them to get $7 million because there is no lawyer, no judge in a divorce proceeding going to give her $7 million what she makes as an actress.
So, and get this, Dave. So somebody has been paying money for her to the ACLU, and that was Elon Musk.
Elon, yep.
He made it was like a several $100,000 payment to the ACLU, basically on her behalf, but that didn't come out of her $7 million.
No.
And then he also, I believe, made a payment to the Children's Hospital, and Johnny Depp made part. I think his first payment to her, he sent to the Children's Hospital. She pitched a fit and said, "No, don't you give that to him. Give it to me." And so, yeah, it's come out that she herself has paid almost nothing of these charities that she pledged she would give it to.
And she keeps trying to conflate pledge with donate as synonymous as one. When you pledge, you say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give, like when Brent gives me $4.99 super chat, that's a donation. Now, we can go in the Brent can email me and be like, hey, man, I like what you're doing. I'm going to send you some supers when I get the chance. That's a pledge. Then when you give me a super chat, that's a donation. What Amber was saying, what you did, I'm gonna send that dude an email that I'm gonna go get $7 million to the ACLU and this children's hospital. Y'all gonna get this money. When she got that bread, she was like, "Yo, it's a wrap, baby." That's why she was skipping and hopping in those pictures. She was happy earlier, not in the video, because she had the $7 million. She was like, "We got Johnny, we got Johnny, we got Johnny, we got him, we got the $7 million, we got him. He can't work no more. No more Pirates of the Caribbean. No more Jack. No, I'm sorry."
Yeah, but the funny thing is,
I tried to tell the on my mortgage, if I promised the bank, hey, but I pledged the money. I just haven't. I haven't given you any of my mortgage money, my payments yet, but I pledged it.
Tell that to your mortgage company. Yeah, let me tell that to. I forgot who my mortgage company is. I got them saved, so I don't need to bring them up. But like, hey, I know it's considered late on the 16th. I'm gonna pledge it on the 15th.
Oh, God.
That way it's technically not late. But don't worry, y'all gonna get it yet. I'm good for it because it's pledge. That's right. Pledge and donation and paying this bill is all synonymous. See,
that's according to Amber Heard. That's according to her.
Work with me. Yeah. Believe the words that are coming out of my mouth. I will pay you. No, matter of fact, knowing all this now, I don't even believe that she even pays her own bills. After this here, she's the type of person that has other dudes that pay her bills. We talk about modern women and how they're running the country here. Basically, she the kind of woman that's probably got other dudes like say Elon, James Franco. We ain't even got the James Franco. Yo, James Franco isn't the goddamn case, y'all. James Franco's on camera coming up to the penthouse, hanging out while Johnny is filming somewhere, doing work. Right. He's literally working. James Franco is out there bun smashing cheeks. We ain't see that's what y'all missing these last 6 weeks, y'all. We got James Franco out here glazing the cheeks. We got Elon Musk possibly glazing these cheeks here. And
And have you seen the elevator footage where she gets Franco into the elevator, and then after he's standing in the corner, and after she hits the button, she she cozies right up into his lap. I mean, she goes right up into him and cozies right up into him, right there on camera.
I should see if I can find that clip right now. I thought I had that.
Oh, that would be interesting to see, yeah. Especially with my attention to detail skill. Ooh.
And he brought an overnight bag. She claimed to the court, oh, no, he's a neighbor. He just happened to live in the building. No, he wasn't. And
an
if he was a
overnight
neighbor,
bag? No.
Why was he bringing his overnight bag with him? Maybe I followed too much of this case, but it's been way too entertaining.
Hell, I don't have television, so I don't have to follow this case. I just follow it right on YouTube. Simple as that.
Well, that's it for me too. I listened to that Umbrella guy. He's like one of my regular podcasts that I listen to. Hey, Dave, did you freeze up? Have we lost you there? Uh-oh.
I'm checking on him.
Sounds like maybe his brother's ex is after him again.
Or it could be someone else too. It could be the evil lord of the feminist movement.
Well, if we're talking about Amber Heard, maybe she's got somebody coming after us.
That's true too.
Can you guys hear
Maybe
me?
She doesn't.
We hear you.
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I know. The camera's coming back up. Give me 1 second here. StreamYard is having some issues tonight.
StreamYard might not like you tonight, Dave.
Hey, folks, I'm going to have to head off. I need to go see to my kids and spend some time with them. But hang on, I'll wait till Dave gets back up here. But I just want to thank you guys for having me on for a little bit this evening.
Yeah, don't thank me. Thank Dave on that one.
I'll wait till he's able to come back up.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's Dave.
Can y'all hear?
There
can y'all
you
hear
are.
Me? Yes, you're good.
StreamYard's giving me fits tonight, guys. StreamYard.
Yeah, we're guessing Amber Heard wanted to cut you off.
StreamYard's gonna hear from me tonight, guys. Oh my god! But I heard you.
Yeah, maybe Amber Heard's coming after you.
Hey, maybe she knows she's gonna lose this case. She's gonna get a defamation case on me. I don't know, man.
Yeah, she might not have reached to Texas, so I'm probably the reason why I'm safe.
But I heard that you got to get off, man. I appreciate you joining the panel, man. I appreciate you.
Got it. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You take care, folks.
Take care.
So same to you. Take care.
Okay, here. So bear with me here. StreamYard crashed on me here. So I'm trying to get my bearings here, Robert, before I close this show out here. So give me 1 second here. Let me see here. What can I
that elevator video would be great to see. Because I've never saw the elevator video at all. But some of the court proceedings I have seen, that one I said it was sickening. I never saw that video either.
See if I can go ahead and find that video. People, if y'all can bear with me for a second here. StreamYard really gave me the fits. Let's see here. Man, everything crashed up on me. I am really struggle streaming tonight. The struggle is real, folks. Just letting you know the struggle is real. Let's see here. If I could find that video, that might be the one that would probably end the show tonight. And then I'm going to go watch this Gervonta Tank Davis fight. If I can find it. Let's see here. Give me 1 second, guys. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. That's not it. Boy. Let's see here. That's not the one. Nope. That sucks because when StreamYard closed out, I lost my notes for that video as well.
Oh, damn.
So let's see here. Luckily enough, it's just so much content that I have up here that I'm trying to sort through. Let's see here. Give me 1 second, guys. The struggle is real. Let's see here. We got Black Eye video. No.
No. Elevator video. That's what we want to find.
Give me 1 second here. Am I able to find this, or this is not going to happen tonight? Let's see here. No. That's not it there. What do we got here? You know what? Before I forget here, I see Sarah helping your boy Struggle Stream here. $5. I know it says 5, but I'm pledging 1 million. Hey. Really, Sarah?
That's a good one.
Really?
That's a good one.
Do I gotta take you to court for defamation right now? You got
No, you don't.
No. I appreciate the 5. I'm not turning down the 5. Thank you, Sarah.
Mhm.
Thank you, Sarah. You know what?
Yeah.
I appreciate you. You know, I'll take the pledge with the 5 as well. You know what I mean? We'll work on it. So that's 999,995 that you still pledging. I don't know. I'll be on YouTube for a while, so we'll just keep adding them up there, and we'll see if we can get it up there. So thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you, baby girl. I appreciate you. Let me see if I can find this video here. Damn you, StreamYard. Oh man, let me see.
Talk about shooting up your computer.
Let me see here. Let me see. That's not it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Is this the one here? Nah, she wants to tell her story and she's lying.
A lot.
You know what? I don't know if this is the one here. Is this the right one? Nope, that's not it either. I'm so sorry, people. I had the video too. I was watching it. I was going to do a reaction video to it, actually. And I said, no, I'm not going to do this one here. I was going to wait. Let's see here. I'm going to take one more look here. And if I'm not able to pull it up, then I'm going to have to pivot. Let's see here. Where is that video? Man, I apologize. People, StreamYard made me struggle stream to the biggest struggle stream possible.
Yep, to the umpteenth degree this time.
I'm gonna give it one more check here while y'all still rock with me before y'all start dipping out saying, oh, that dude is really struggle stream. I'm gonna start going to another show here. Let me see if I'm giving it one last skim through here. Let's see here. Nope. No, that's not it there. No, that's not it there. Boy, the hater's gonna clip this one up and make some videos on me now. I giving them some ammo. That's cool. If I help them give some streams, whatever.
Yeah, let them try.
It's so funny that I see the haters that come out the woodworks now, Robert. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
I hear
hey,
you.
I'm a little old guy that's been out here for 3.5 months, and y'all been out here for 5 years, and y'all coming for me. It's really funny. But man, damn it, I might have to bring it back for a future live stream and say, hey, remember that time I did this live stream and I didn't have it, guys? Well, I got it now. Let me see here. Let me do this. One more time. This is the last look through here. I don't know if this is it here. I'm gonna pull a video up. I don't know if this is the one, but we will see. It's still part of the trial here. So let me go ahead and see if this is it here, guys. So if this is not it, it's still good shit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Let me pull this up here, guys. Give me 1 second and let's share the screen. Nope, not that one.
Okay.
Inconsistent from the way you treated all of these.
I'll take the objection. All right, next question.
Let's take a look at picture Plaintiff's Exhibit 1317. This is also a picture of you and Miss Pennington on May 28th, 2016, isn't it?
I don't know when this photo was taken, but it looks like the same outing as the picture prior.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit and publish Plaintiff's Exhibit 1317.
Any objection?
No, Your
All
Honor.
right, 1317 in evidence, you can publish.
There's no bruise on your face in this picture either, right?
I disagree.
Nah, this ain't the video.
If it is,
no,
you represent it was taken, then obviously there's a bruise on my face. It's covered by makeup as per usual.
No.
Let's zoom out of that picture for a moment, please. Thanks, Tom. That's Josh Drew in this picture, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And Ms. Pennington
That is correct.
in there too? Ms.
That is
Pennington submitted a sworn statement on your behalf in support of your domestic violence restraining order, didn't she?
I believe she did, yes.
Mr. Drew also submitted a statement in support of your domestic violence restraining order.
I believe they both did, yes. Mm-hmm.
Ms. Hurd, I'd like to show you Defendant's Exhibit 512, which is already in evidence. You've seen this photograph before, right?
I have.
On the second day of your direct testimony, you testified that this was taken in the downstairs of the main apartment on December 15th, 2015. Do you recall that testimony?
Yes, I believe so.
So it's your testimony that Defendant's Exhibit 512 reflects damage to Penthouse 5 that occurred during the December 15th, 2015 incident. Yes?
I'm not quite sure from what incident this is when I see this photo in a vacuum without context.
Let's give you that context. Can we please, thanks. I could have day 16 trial testimony. Your Honor, may we approach?
All right.
Okay, I think I got
Could
it.
you please turn first to page 4585?
Okay, so the video that I was playing here is showing Amber Heard lying again, but I was looking for the James Franco video that I had queued up with until StreamYard kicked me to boot out because I was because the fembots probably came for me. I think I may have this video here. I hope so. Thank you, Nancy. I went to Law and Crime, you know, and so I'm gonna see if this is the right video. If it's not, this stream is gonna be ending sooner than later. So let me get it going here. So give me one moment. Let's do this here. No, that's not it there.
It should be right there.
There we go. Let's do this here. Let's get this audio going.
My question is more nuanced. You sat in this courtroom while Officer Sines testified that she saw you the night of May 21, 2016, face to face, and didn't see any injuries on your face. Isn't that correct, Ms. Heard?
I believe she was testifying about these photographs, and she said that I was not injured in them.
Is it your testimony under oath now that Officer Sines testified that she saw injuries on you when she saw you in person on May 21?
Sorry, let me clarify. I was testifying that I know that that's what Officer Sines said, that she didn't consider my red puffy face injured. That's what she said.
The red puffy face, that was your counsel's question, correct?
That was
She
her
said-
testimony in the UK.
That's incorrect, and you know that, Ms. Heard.
I disagree.
Inconvenient for you that Officer Sines didn't see injuries on you on May 21, 2016.
It
Isn't
doesn't
that
matter
right?
what's convenient for me.
Right. Officer Tyler Haddon also testified by deposition about being called to the Eastern Columbia building on May 21, 2016. And he also testified no injuries on your face on May 21, 2016. Isn't that correct?
They both said that they did not consider me injured.
They did not see injuries on your face on May 21, 2016. Isn't that what their testimony was?
What their testimony was is that they did not consider what my face looked like to be injury. They didn't consider what they walked on in the house damage, but it was.
Y'all hear this?
You were sitting here when Officer William Gatlin testified by deposition about being called on May 21 to the Eastern Columbia building, and he also did not observe any injuries on you, did he? And that's what he testified to.
He didn't even know which one I was.
No, I think we all saw on video camera you identify yourself. Isn't that correct?
I had to because of how far away he was. He didn't even know who he was
But
there
after
to
you
see.
identified yourself, he looked at you. Isn't that correct?
From a distance, yes.
And he didn't see any visible injuries either, did he?
I don't know what he saw.
He testified that he didn't see any visible injuries, did
I
he?
would believe that he didn't, yes.
You were also in this courtroom when Alejandro Romero, who worked at the front desk at the Eastern Columbia building, testified about seeing you on May 25th, 2016. Isn't that correct?
That is correct. I think he said the 25th.
Yeah. And Mr. Romero testified that he didn't see any swelling or bruises on your face when you were talking to him at the front desk.
He wouldn't have.
No, he wouldn't have, even though he had a habit, because his parents taught him correctly, to look into someone's eyes when speaking to them. Isn't that correct?
I know that's what he testified to, yes.
You testified yesterday that you sought a temporary restraining order on May 27th, 2016, because you wanted to change your locks. Do you remember that testimony?
Yes, I do.
Those locks were to the penthouses at the Eastern Columbia building. Isn't that correct?
That's correct.
You changed the locks to the penthouses on May 22nd, 2016.
I attempted to.
That's why you felt comfortable having James Franco over the evening of May 22nd, 2016, Ms. Heard?
Oh, you see how she set that up? That was I was waiting for that. She was like, "Is that why?" It was such a nice line of questioning because she was that was like, if you guys play spades, it's like, I got that big joker. I'm ready to play this James Franco card, baby. Come on. Hold on. Okay, we gotta get to May 21st. Okay, May 21st. Amber, Miss Hart. Okay, May 22nd. Miss Hart is like May 20. Here we go. James Franco. Booyah. She was like, look at the pause there. I had to pause, look at her face.
It reminds me of also like major league hitters. They're waiting for that changeup. They're sitting on it constantly, fastball. Then here comes the breaking ball. Up, and she's swinging, and it went underneath her.
So let's get a little bit more on this little James Franco examination here.
I do not know when James came over.
Okay.
You don't?
Let's remind you. Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 304, which is already in evidence, and play from 254 through 439?
Here we go. Look at her.
Oh, here we go.
Hair looking a mess. She about to get them buns glazed, y'all.
More than that.
It's about to be a session. You know how James Franco get down.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever's left in the comments section, this is y'all looking for here.
Oh, yeah.
The build-up.
Oh, yeah, definitely the build-up. Come on. Let's see it.
Here we go.
There we go.
Look at James. Look at this, y'all. He got a backpack. Hold on.
Yeah, he has a bag and a backpack. My God.
Hey,
One thing missing is the champagne
before
bottle.
we get started here, I don't care what the situation is. I don't care. You said, that's just my friend. If a man got a backpack and is coming to the penthouse, he is staying overnight because he's prepping. It's like, you know what? Especially like a guy like James Franco, I'm real personal about my things. So, I need to be cleaned up a certain way. I'm going to crash overnight here. I got to make sure I'm prepped right. I don't want to miss nothing here. Oh, Johnny's out of town? Oh, yeah. Let me make sure that I'm well prepared for this night, y'all. I'm sorry. Any man that got a bag packed, he's ready for the night. All right. Some dudes don't need
He just didn't have the backpack. He had a bag in his hand too.
Hey, some guys will need
this bottle of champagne.
Let me put it out there. Some guys will need an overnight bag because in my younger days, I didn't need that bag. I just need some Gatorade. They need a bottle of Gatorade. That's all I need, baby girl. I was like, yo, I got the Gatorade. I got some clean draws. I'm ready. I am ready to go. James has been in Hollywood for decades. He's been doing his thing what's that old high school show he was on 20 years ago? Freaks and Geeks. He's been doing this thing for 20, 30 years and everything. He knows what he's ready to do when it's about to be buns glazing time. Oh, yeah. So let me get back to this. It's quiet here, but we're going to get to the rest of this elevator video here so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Let's see.
Look at her. Okay. It's late. Yeah.
Yeah, she seems like she knows what's going to happen.
That late night lean, y'all. Look at that. Hold on. Let me pause that there. Look at that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Friends do not hang out like that.
No, he's whispering something he's going to do to her tonight.
Hey,
he is definitely whispering.
Hey, in my past days, I've been in that elevator scene before. When you know you're about to go in that room and you're a little tired, it's about 11 o'clock, you know, that little bit of, a little uneasiness, but, trying to, it's about to go down, it's late.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. We all been there before. Ladies, y'all know what's about to go down here. Y'all been here before.
Oh, yeah.
The ladies in my chat, y'all know this scene here. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me play the rest of this here. Look at James. Look at they all hugged up. Look at them. Look at that. Ooh, elevator open. Whoop. All right, let me go get that ass now.
Yep, let me hit that stuff.
That's you and Mr. Franco on May 22nd, 2016, right, Ms. Heard?
That's correct.
And you're taking him up to the penthouses, aren't you?
That's where I lived, yes.
And it's past 11 p.m. at night. Isn't that right?
I'm not quite sure of the time it looked like that.
Why don't we pull that video back up?
I love that attorney. She is very smart.
$22:51. Almost midnight, right?
That's
excuse me, almost 11 o'clock at night.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all.
You knew Mr. Depp was out of town the week of May 21, 2016, didn't you?
I don't know what I knew of his schedule at the time.
You knew Mr. Depp was out of town on May 27th when you went to get the domestic violence restraining order. Isn't that right?
I don't know if I knew that at the time.
You knew Mr. Depp was heading out on a European tour that week. Isn't that right?
I'm not quite sure what I understood of his schedule at that time.
You knew he wouldn't be back for weeks, right?
No, that's incorrect.
Let's go back to that recording.
Keep lying, Amber. Keep lying. I can smell the lying.
Defendant's Exhibit 598.
She's just cooking her like an Italian chef.
You testified that you and Mr. Depp were in the car outside of his studio. Is that right?
Yes.
And you were trying to prevent him from going into his studio to do drugs, right?
Yeah, to effectively start another cycle.
Right. Not that Mr. Depp was just trying to go into his house to see his daughter, right?
His daughter might be one of the people that was in the house at that time, but that's neither here nor there. That
Your testimony is now,
prevented him from entering a cycle.
Your testimony is now that Mr. Depp does drugs in front of his children?
Oh.
Well, first of all, I know he does. Second of all, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have stopped him from using with his friends, which is the problem, not whether or not his daughter was there.
Let's
Always
play,
relying on
please, Defendants
bullshit.
598 at 4948 through 5035. 5035.
I'm itching. I don't want to be doing this. I want it just to. Why don't you just say, okay, baby, I understand. I'll go home and you do your thing, hang out with your daughter, and then I'll see you in a couple of hours and we'll talk about it. Is it that difficult to say that? Or you just fucking hate me and you want to be shitty about it? Please. Just fucking, it's not that difficult. Okay?
It is that difficult, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
It is that difficult. It is
it is.
difficult. I might, you know what? I
It
need
makes
to,
Johnny Depp just seem reasonable with her. It seems like
You
he's
know-
having an argument with a child with her.
I need to rewind that back again. Let me do this, guys. I need to show y'all James Franco one more time before I exit this live stream here. Let me just show this one more again. Let's do this here.
That video is sweet.
So just for anybody who see, all her lies is bringing other people in this mess here. I don't know about you, but if I was James Franco, I'd be like, yo, why you got me in your bullshit, girl? Why am I in these security cameras? I just wanted a one-time smash session, what you told me, because Johnny was out of town. You got me on Court TV, you got me on Law and Crime, you got me on Fox News, you got me on MSNBC. Girl, I told you just only keep my dick in your mouth, not my name. Lord have mercy.
The dude was better off just wearing a geisha mask on so they wouldn't know who it was. He would have been better off that way.
Let me just showcase the fact that not only here's the point that we need to gather here about this woman. We already got to the point here that she is a habitual liar. She's a habitual line stepper. Shout out to Charlie Murphy. Habitual line stepper. Okay. She's not only lying about being physically abusive, being abused by Johnny Depp here. She is belittled him, made him feel less than the man. Then on top of that, she was cheating on his ass. We're not even talking about the fact that all this other stuff here, and she was getting her buns glazed by every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I'm gonna say that because we know Elon got it. I don't care. There's no way that I'm the second richest man in the world and I'm paying costs like that unless I'm glazing. Okay. Same thing for James Franco here, which I'm gonna go ahead and play. No audio. We'll just watch it here and see their body language one more again. Mm-hmm. Look at her. She just want to back up a little bit.
Yep.
Come on, James. Get close to me.
Yeah, and he's probably leaning up against her.
There we go. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Whispering what he's going to do. Yeah, he's whispering what he's going to do to her.
Sweet nothings. Exactly. It's sweet nothings. Oh, okay. Let me go get that ass now, girl. Okay.
Yeah, let's go hit it. Time to play. It's playtime.
Oh boy, that's one thing we're not even talking here is the fact that all the things that we said here, and I know there's a whole bunch of a debate, whatever you got going on in the chat here about the cheating thing here, right, guys? Nancy and and y'all were going back and forth about that particular part a few hours ago. Hey, Amber was wilding out too, y'all. She threw a Me Too out there. She threw all other stuff out there. On top of that, she needed some extra meat action.
Mm-hmm. She needed extra sausage.
Oh my God! But hey, Robert, you've been on for 3 hours, man. I'm gonna let you head on out, man. Before I let you go, man, do you have any final words about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, man? How you feel about this trial?
Really, if this case gets thrown out by the courts and no one makes anything off of it, the public opinion poll pretty much go on Johnny's side publicly because they've seen how much even women can't stand with Amber on this. It's that bad. It's like it's showing the pure evil of her. And they don't want to admit to themselves that they're her. Even if Amber does win. Yeah, even if Amber does win, it still looks bad, makes women look bad. They're going to still disown her.
Like Mike said earlier, that the whole idea is it didn't matter how much money he spent, whether he wins or lose. The idea is of the public perception of getting his name back so that when studios want to make a movie with him and they do their little polls, they do their little, they go ahead and say, hey, we're going to have a little bit of a interview session. What do you think about Johnny Depp's new movies? You know how they have those little focus groups, See, this is all about the focus group to see if we can hire Johnny for movies or not. Because one thing we know for a fact, he can sell a movie. People rock with John. We love Johnny Depp movies. I mean, a little bit out. He out there. But we love some movies. Don't get it twisted here. So this is all about. Hey, I may have to spend $10-20 million on lawyers, but I'm gonna be able to make this $100 million back again because I gotta get my name back. So thanks, Robert, for hopping on again, man. I appreciate you. You're my day one, man.
Oh, yeah.
You go ahead. Hey, don't go out in these streets, man. Stay at home. Enjoy this Saturday night, man.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you hopping on to TDND Live, man. Man, day one. Yo, keep rocking with me, bro.
No, it's no problem, man. Sometimes I might not comment the video, but I definitely do watch.
It's all good, man. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
I ask whatever you do to support the system, you support it. And whether you watch, whether you comment, just a like button, or you're just coming on and just watching. I appreciate you, man. So until next time,
usually
Robert,
if I have something to say, I'm going to say it.
No doubt. So I'm going to talk to you later, Robert. Thanks again.
See you later. No problem.
That's my man, Robert, 50 grand, man. He chimes in on all the live streams, man. We got... Let's see here. We got, man, quick 504 with another super chat, the 499. Good show, guys. Man, I appreciate you, man. You keep pouring into me, man. Good God. I love this here. Man, y'all are great. Y'all are great. Let me get to some of these chats here, man. So let's see here. He assaulted me and was a horrible husband. She cries out as she strikes you. Literally. You got that right, Sarah. Hey, this is the type of woman here that will literally curse you out in your face, slap you, call you, even though you're a man, say that you're nothing but a boy. And as soon as you raise up, she gonna shrink up and call 911 saying he hit me. This is what men have been dealing with. These type of women here. It's just the fact that Depp had the resources to accumulate so much so that he can actually try to clear his name. So yeah, good point there, Sarah. By the end of the next week, all Amber will have left is Elon's body and child support. Hey, you know what, MF? As rich as Elon is, that might be enough. If she can hold on to Elon, Elon ain't gonna marry nobody though. So if she can be a lifetime side piece, that's a good job. Maybe I'm not advocating for it, but hey, you never know, man. What we got here? Let's see. Nancy says, I just realized with that clip that she blatantly defamed him again by saying he does drugs in front of his daughter. He can sue her on that again. That's why lawyers played audio for the file. Exactly, Nancy. That's why, have you noticed her lawyers, they're prepared for her because she is all over the place. The line of questioning, it seems like they're 5 steps ahead of her when it comes to, okay, you know what? I'm going to ask this question. She just keeps doing this. So I'm going to keep asking more questions. But she literally says, oh, yeah, she does drugs in front of his kids. It ain't going to stop him. It's just another psycho. If he ain't going to do a thing, he's going to do it with his friends. She just blatantly throwing out that he's just doing drugs around everybody. You know what I mean? Like he just out here doing with the daughter, the son, or whatever. She will say anything just to make herself look better. Whatever comes to mind is her reality. And that's a scary thought, y'all, because before this trial, she is a rich, successful actress. So the point I'm saying is that how many times has she gotten away with anything remotely close to this? And on top of that, too, how many other women in her circumstances are doing this every single day and they know they can get away with it? It is sickening, y'all, for real. What we got here? For everyone, Amber, there's hundreds, if not thousands of her out there terrorizing men. Keep that in mind, guys. Man, I didn't even see your comments, Sarah, and that's exactly what I'm talking about here. We need women like you guys here in my chat here to speak to other women. Like, y'all can't be treating guys like this here because y'all don't know what's on the other side here, because you can get away with this for so long when you're youthful and you're young, like Amber Heard. She's young. She got her golden locks looking flowing where men are falling for that blonde hair. All it takes is for a situation like that in another 5 years, and she just any other woman out here in these streets. And she wasn't a great actress anyway. She's successful, but it ain't like she was a great actress. It wasn't like Aquaman was made for her. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why they scaled back her script. If she was such a big character, they wouldn't have broken down her script lower if she was a main focus here. So, man, oh man. Nancy says, baby mama, not side piece. Yeah. Both. You could be a baby mama and a side piece at the same time, though. Because you could be a baby mama and you'd be down the depth chart of side piece action. You got the kid, and you only seen her just for buns glazing, So yeah, you're right about that. Right, Sarah? No joke. My ex is just like Amber. Damn, Z. I feel for you, man, if you got an ex like that. Damn, book. I heard this book teaches how to do what Amber's doing. Oh, okay. Yes, Nancy. I think O'Shea, I don't know, somebody, it was O'Shea or MTR did a reaction video on this here. Thanks for reminding me on this here. It's actually MTR. Know what though? Go to MTR's channel. I might do a reaction on this here. It's a book that literally teaches women how to do what Amber Heard doing to men like Johnny Depp all along here. It's called Damn. Thank you, Nan. Hey, my tribe is dope. Appreciate that here. Oh, right. MTR covered. Exactly. Yes, it was MTR. I watched that video. It caught me off guard when I saw that book, guys. Dave, can we do the 24-hour live chat demolishing this book? Wow, Nancy. I guess you were on at the beginning here. Like, the goal that I have here is to do a 24-hour live stream. That is the goal here. I've already gone 3 hours tonight. I've been going 3 hours multiple times here. And I think I won't do long tonight because I'm going to catch these boxing fights here. But I think that we might be in preparation for a 24-hour live maybe in July. I'm just gonna say it here. I'm gonna throw it out there. There might be me and Mikey might be on two sides of the country here trying to do this 24-hour live. I'm not saying anything. We might not be in America, while we do this here. So that might be a nice topic to break down. This book could be something that we could look at here as both men and women saying, hey, this is written from a woman's feminist perspective on how to juice men in the game here. And we can take a good amount of time. It's like, yo, this is the playbook they're giving here. Good. I like that, Nancy. I like the way you rock. I like the way you roll. I like the way you think there. I think you may give me 3 hours of just streaming content alone, possibly here. I like you. Like you, girl. It was written anonymously to how it's written anonymously. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, 100. Come on with it, 100K. Ooh, 24 hours is like half of a TLA vid. Kidding. That's a really cool idea. I'm not lying, Z. I'm not going to do it tonight. Me and Mikey have been talking. I'm putting it out to you guys that there will be a future 24-hour live stream. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm gonna get my weight up. I'm 3 hours into this one right now, so that means like, yo, I got 21 to go. So I know I can do 3 hours without even using the bathroom right now. So I'm just saying though, it's gonna happen. You guys could chime in like at 2 a.m. and see what's going on. It could be like 7 a.m. and we still going. It could be like 12 p.m. We trying to figure this out here. So don't think we just talking shit right now. I'm actually gonna see if I can try to pull this off. So it's gonna be on a Saturday to Sunday. It ain't gonna be like during the week because everybody gotta work. It's gonna be a weekend thing. Let's see here. Should do like the lead attorney and do a full live reaction video like this court case. Good idea, Quick. Good idea. Man, 24 hours straight is wild, but picking it apart with guests would keep it lively. Yeah, I mean, I'm good. Once I pick the date, y'all gonna know it, and then y'all can figure out what time y'all want to log in. If y'all want to set an alarm clock coming in like at 5 a.m., y'all can see me there. Me and Mike, you want to see me like at 11 a.m., could be 6 p.m. We're gonna figure this out here in July. Just know that anytime you go on YouTube for that one day, you come to this channel, you're gonna see some content rolling. Like I said, there might be about 3 or 4 Red Bulls. That's for sure. It won't be just tea that day. It'll be some Red Bulls. Okay, so no doubt. Yo, what good, Dave? What's good, man? I've just been here for about 3 hours, man. I'm about to shut this thing down soon, man. I want to watch some boxing tonight. Y'all been pouring into me. It's been a good live stream. I'll struggle streaming tonight, with StreamYard crashing on me. But luckily enough, though, that I had people having people in the panel here to keep the show going, because if it was shut down and then I'm the only one here, then y'all like, oh, damn, the show's over, and y'all wouldn't have came back. So thank God I have brought some people into the chat here that allowed me to get back up here. So your boy is struggle streaming. Tonight, I am showing every bit of me being on YouTube for 3 months. I am not looking like MTR. I am not looking like Kevin Samuels. I am not looking like O'Shea Du Jackson. I am looking every bit of like that dude named Dave. 3 months and all. Your boy is hurting today. God damn. What we got here? Y'all can alternate 4 or 5 apiece for 24 and maybe double up for 8. We're already planning that. Like, we're going to probably go for, a little bit. Then, I might take an hour break, walk away, get something to eat. He'll hold the fork down. I come back. I might have some pre-recorded reaction videos that I might be reacting to live with my own reactions, like that. So I'm actually pre-planning some content to go along with it. So I'm just not sitting here thinking I'm going to be in this damn chair for 24 hours. That's impossible. But I like the way you think, Nancy. You're already trying to produce the show, ain't you? You're trying to be an assistant producer right now with my 24-hour live stream possibly coming here. I see that, though. I rock with you. Thank you. Thank you. Support the struggle streamers, y'all. Create the culture. Man, Sarah, thank you. Yeah. Struggle stream is real tonight. It is real. Like I said, real and unedited. Yeah, there's no chopping up. I'm not going to come back up and take the live stream and then take all the janky parts and re-upload it up so you don't see the falling off. So this is going to be out there forever. Y'all can come back and say, though, on May 28th, Dave was just jumping in and out of the StreamYard. He was getting kicked out by the Voodoo Fembots here, talking about paying $100,000 for support, trying to get custody, and boom, he got kicked out of his live stream. So yeah, it's unedited. I'm not gonna do like Torch said that I edited the videos. Matter of fact, how about this here? I'm going to end the live stream, but before I end the live stream, I have to talk on DJ Torch. I left him alone for about 2 weeks here. Let me just talk about that because I didn't give it no breather. And then I figured out, let me just state this, not end the live stream. So you guys were there, was it about a week and a half ago? And then I clipped out what happened. People who did see it realized that I wasn't trying to be mean or trying to be vindictive or just trying to be on a power hungry trip when I brought him on. One of the things that we see here in the chat is that everybody's cool. We kind of get into a little bit, but I like the way the dynamic is as we grow here, whether it's the premieres with the reaction videos or we're doing these live streams here. One of the things I noticed, though, is that every time I premiere a reaction video, he would always want to buck against everything. Like, he'll have his moments where that, hey, how's it going? But it seemed like he would disagree. And it would kill the vibe. I'm like, yo, why are you here just to disagree? Even on stuff that made no point on disagreeing. So it got to the point I was like, yo, if you just want to disagree so much, just cam up and then let's talk it out. So the thing, though, is that when he cammed up, he came with extra energy. He didn't want to. I was ready just to have dialogue. I'm thinking, cool, I got a live stream. I got someone who's against me. We could actually have a good dialogue of opposing fences here. But he wanted to be splitting hairs no matter what, So, but once I recognized that he was not going to be respectful, that's why I used the mute button. And someone in my comment section today acknowledged that and saw how I used it. And one of the things I will do going forward, if anybody wants to cam up, if there's a debate or if there's a disagreement, I will use the mute button only because of the way the internet works here. You guys saw firsthand how StreamYard could be finicky here, how I'm getting kicked out easily, and my connection is real. Like, I pay for the top, since I started this channel here, I had to upgrade my internet service to the top of the line executive package so I make sure I have a stable connection, and my shit is still crashing, So that just lets you know, like, with technology here. But what I cannot have is somebody coming on my live stream and being disrespectful in my platform. This is my house. All right. This is my domicile. This is my home. This is what I curated my YouTube channel to be. I'm not going to let a guest come in and just be rude and disrespectful and just come in. You may not agree with me what I'm saying here, but you're not going to come in here thinking you big, bad, and all glory and think that you can say what the fuck you want and it's just going to be all peaches and cream. No. Okay, we can have a civilized debate and conversation. You ain't got to agree with me, but you ain't gonna come in here just because you look at me and I know that you're older than me, but we're both grown adults, and then you can just talk to me any way you want to. That's not how this game goes here. No, you be respectful and I be respectful. I may raise my voice. You may raise your voice. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to curse you out. I'm not going to be disrespectful to you. There might be some words you may feel that way, but that's how men operate. So when he crossed that boundary, I made sure I pressed the mute button. I said, hey guys, and y'all heard the video. This is how we operate here. We're not going to do this here. So when I brought him back in, he wanted to be confrontational some more. He didn't like being muted. I guess who doesn't like being muted? But at the same time, though, when you go to a guest house, you have to obey by the guest rules. So when he came in here, and one of the things that we're not going to do is speak ill on the dead. I rock hard with Kevin Samuels, and I'm still going to rock hard with Kevin Samuels. You ain't even seen no reaction videos lately because I'm respecting the situation here. I'm not just going to be making videos because thinking I'm just clout chasing on his content here. I'm showing that I'm trying to be well-versed and do other videos as well. But what we're not going to do is that the man who was alive, no one had this fire for him. No, I mean, you may have had it, but you didn't come from him because you knew he was going to shoot you down. You knew that he had ammunition and was ready to buck at you, and you weren't ready for it. But now the man is gone, and you got all this venom. You got all this spit that you're coming for here. And so that's what he wanted to do here. Now that Kevin Samuels has passed away and is no longer here, there's no more content. He wanted to dwell on the past, and that wasn't the content of the question. I said that Kevin Samuels never spoke ill on the dead. And he immediately said, well, in the past, he did this here. That's not what we do. You lost the argument. when you do that, because he came in here and on top of that too, when he asked me a question, I was trying to be casual about it, because I was like, hell fucking no, if you see the clip here, and I was about to get into it, he wanted to keep talking. This is not your show. You don't get a monologue. If you ask a question, you're going to get an answer. Sometimes I might be long-winded, sometimes I might be short. The thing is, though, is that you're not going to come up in here and then I answered, you're going to try to cut me off. You know what, though? That's not how this game goes. And you know what happened with DJ Torchy? No one probably talked to that man like that before. No one, he probably never been on the channel before. Someone had to mute his ass before. He's probably been disrespectful to other people for years. He's probably talked down to other men like that for years in his own personal area where he's able to get away with that bullshit. And you know what, though? That bullshit don't happen here. No, I don't care who the fuck you are. So, and here's the thing too. I did not kick him out of the stream here. He left. But it hit the fan because I even was going to say, hey, you know, get talking. And Mikey was involved here in the conversation. And he got mad that Mikey called him buddy. That's the equivalent of me when I'm talking to Nancy or I'm talking to Sarah, I'm talking to Sheila. Like, hey, girl, how you doing? Or, you know, I appreciate you, Sarah. Or I appreciate you, Sheila. Hey, girl, how you doing, girl? That's what I go by when Mikey said buddy. So when he went on his rant about, you know, call me DJ Torch, motherfucker, your name ain't no damn DJ Torch in your birth certificate. Matter of fact, I don't even know you've been a popular DJ. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go by a name that you ain't even making no money off of, you know? So he was already in his feelings, and then he dropped out and ran away. So once he ran away, that's when I clipped it up. I probably would not have clipped the video up if he didn't run off like he did. At that point, then all bets are fucking off. And then know what though? Now you look worse for the rest of your days here. And then what made it even worse, guys, he went into the comment section to all the regulars, everybody here, like the Sheilas and everybody else here that came on, and he wanted to comment on everybody's comment post like, nah, you walked out. So when you walked out, you lost. So I just wanted to comment on that Torchy situation here with that. And you want to know what made it even worse in the comment section between him, me, and Mike? He actually said, I'm going to have my channel in a week. We'll see how the mute button works. He told me that. I was like, I gotta wait a whole week just to talk to you. And then on top of that too, do y'all really think I'm gonna go on his goddamn channel to give him some shine? You know how hard I had to work for these 3.5 months to get where I'm at today right now, and I still got a long road to go. Like I said, I don't take anything for granted, but these 3.5 months have kicked my black ass. And you think I'm gonna go on someone else's platform to start they shit up to give them the work that I gave them because I'm gonna be over there? No, I'm not gonna use my collaboration shine to go to bring someone else up who don't even fuck with me like that. So, dude, you should have stayed on the live stream and you should have been a man and you should have made your point. And what a men do is you should have went ahead and rock with all of us here, because here I am live streaming for 3 hours every time we go on here. You had the opportunity and you fucked up. And so now you live in infamy here. And now he wants to create a channel and want me to come on. So I just want everybody to know I am not going on his goddamn channel whenever he creates it. He's mad that I muted him and he wants to mute me. Nah. I muted you and I explained why I muted him. So I think after tonight, this will be the last time that I touch on DJ Torch, whatever his name is, Torchy. Dude, you too damn grown to be acting that way. Just gonna say that. There's gonna be people here is gonna clip art this here, you know, and make reaction videos on me and stuff like that. But you know, it is what it is, you know. So I just wanted to touch on that. I let it be. I didn't touch. I just made that video. I even edited. I literally took a section and found it and it's chopped up and just put it online. And I didn't really even make no thumbnail. I just clipped out that particular section there and put it out there. No editing. You guys can check the real live stream with that video. I don't edit nothing out, okay? And he tried to say that, oh, you edit just to make yourself look good. Nah, you made yourself look. That's how bad it was. He thought it was edited to the point that it looked so bad, the fact that it's straight raw and live. You made yourself look horrible, dog. You're too grown to be acting like this. You're just gonna leave? I'm gonna take my ball and go home. I'm gonna leave this live stream. You can't tell me, don't call me buddy. Lord have mercy. So I just wanted to touch on that. Some people here may not even know that situation here. It was a live stream that we did a week and a half ago. On top of that, too, you guys can see, if you guys look at my channel, you see the clip. It's called Beta Male, leaves my show. So he's clearly a beta. Any man that will get into a debate and just walk away like that, I used to see guys like that in the barbershop all the time, where that if you had a position and that they couldn't argue back, they would immediately get mad and defensive and want to fight you, or they would, whatever, or they'll try to change the subject, or these guys will leave the barbershop, whatever the case may be. And it's many reasons why I don't like hanging out in barbershops no more. And I prefer to have my platform now, because this is the type of shit I would see in barbershops. You just get up and go. But I just wanted to make sure that I put that out there so y'all can see it, y'all can know it, and then kind of go from there. I want to get some of these chats here because I know y'all was talking here and on this. So let me just see here. Let me go back up. Hey, I see Jamal join here. Hold on. Let me get to these chats here. Hold on. Hey, what's up, Rod? Oh, I didn't know you joined up in here. What's up, Rod? Appreciate you. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, we got Eric in here. I said, I'm going to get you as a mod. Don't worry. I got you, buddy. As Kevin said, I get back the energy that I receive. Exactly. Excuse me. That he got that energy. And even up to the point before he left, if you guys watched the original live stream, I pulled back. I said, you know what? I'm a good guy. I'm going to let you talk. Because the more people talk, the more they reveal themselves. And I saw how emotional he was. So I was literally going to give him the stage and make him look even worse. But he doesn't want the stage. How you gonna host a channel if you're gonna walk out like that? So anybody who comes onto the channel here when I post a link and y'all come with that negative energy, you're gonna get that in return. Just like people in my comment section that be coming with some janky comments, you get the janky comments received right back. So he didn't like, yeah, buddy. The buddy thing got him, man. I love Kevin. I'm so glad I found him like 8 months ago. Yeah, same here. Judge Vondavid's crazy cases. Yeah, they are. They are. Too casual. What's up, Jamal? Glad you hopped on, man. Let's see here. Word, the loss of Miss Sam's has been legit depressing. I can't imagine for his family and friends. It's I can understand. It's been hard. Like, there is so many videos that I want to react to. That is great content, guys. I gotta admit, when I do my Kevin Samuels videos, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a few that everybody's done. I like to dig in the nooks and crannies. Like I said, I'm showing my age when saying it like that. I was looking for reaction videos and hit 3-hour live streams. It wouldn't be the World Star clips. It could be like a video from like December. Let's use an example, like December 19th, 2019. At the 2-hour and 16-minute mark of a 3.5-hour live stream that people probably forgot about. I was doing reaction videos looking for videos that were not, like World Star worthy, but they were teachable, that we can educate and actually entertain each other by watching these videos. And there are so many from 2 or 3 years ago that people forgot about or haven't been seen even before the average at best that I wanted to do. And it doesn't feel right now. It sucks. It's such a loss because, like, I just don't feel right even touching those videos right now. So it hurts right now. It is depressing because these are some great videos, not just for me and my channel, but the discussion that we have here, the fact that we're all here today. So yeah, man. Yeah, I get it, man. I play his live streams when he go live on my phone so I can sneak some knowledge on my fiance. I appreciate that. I did this. I like that, Sarah. Torch was in his feelings. Hell yeah. Respect the platform. Respect it. No doubt. I don't put DJ Torch in a timeout. Hey, Jamal, I'm glad you didn't, man. Here's the thing. I'm glad you didn't, because sometimes you give them a little bit of rope, as long as they're not cursing out, and they're not being vulgar. I want to let it ride just a little bit so everybody can see. Because now, if you guys notice, DJ Torch was there in the beginning of my videos. So all of y'all here who's there, y'all kind of know him from that here. So he's on the outside looking in. And now he's like the little kids and, hey guys, let me in. I'm sorry. Dave is a fool. He don't know what he's talking about. I'm right. He's wrong. And all y'all's like, you a bitch. So, he gets what he gets though. Don't give him too much airtime. No. I just wanted to address it one time here, Jamal. I didn't even talk about it. I could address it right away. And I said, I gave you some time to breathe. And I just want to say it at the end of the night here right now, because this is the end of the show here. And, who's going to see this part here? Unless someone tells him, or if he's like sneak watching, if he can't help it, I'm a guilty pleasure for him or something, Smash the like button, subscribe, and share. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. I like Dave's reaction to KS videos. Thanks, Nancy. No problem, Dave. Take your time. Yeah. To me, he is DJ Buddy, because for some reason, Buddy is when he left alive. Hey, Mikey got him on that. I don't know what it was. He was like, Buddy. That's Mike's vernacular. Like, if he doesn't really know your name or what we're talking, like, hey, buddy. That's just how he talks. So if anybody can get that personal when someone calls you buddy, and you want to be called by your alias, and it's probably a nickname you gave to yourself. And here's the thing. If you gave yourself that nickname, then that is the ultimate fail of fails, because only one person can give themselves their own nickname. And that was Kobe Bryant, because he called himself the Black Mamba. And if y'all remember, we gave Kobe hell for that nickname. But you know what, though? When he kept dropping 50 on motherfuckers, it didn't matter. We had to call him Black Mamba. He'll drop 50 on you and D you up to the point where it's like, all right, you Black Mamba. It took a couple of years, but he kept busting asses to get that here. So if he created that own nickname and then got personal about it, that is the ultimate beta simp fail. Plain and simple. The ultimate simp fail. Yeah, you're laughing at that one, Nancy. You're laughing at that. I appreciate that. Hey, I've been going about almost 3.5 hours here. So, though, I think it's about time we're going to close off this live stream here, guys. I appreciate everybody rocking with me tonight. I would have gone longer if there was not a boxing fight tonight. I'm a diehard boxing fan. I can't help it. It's in my blood. If it wasn't for my dad and putting me on his lap and watching Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker in 1980s and stuff like that. 1984, really, I think the first time I saw Sweet Pea Whitaker, hey, it is what it is. I love boxing. That's my Jones. That's my juices. Matter of fact, I want to put this out there for everybody. I am going back to Vegas again this year. Yes, I am. So I am going to go back for either the Canelo Triple G3 fight or possibly after tonight. This is not confirmed. I don't know. There's been a lot of leaks here. There's a possibility that Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford could be announced soon. The reason why it's not announced yet, because Tank Davis is fighting tonight as part of the PBC banner. PBC's got to put their, they're trying to put the spotlights on Gervonta Tank Davis now. When this fight's over tonight, don't say in the next week or two that we have an announcement for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. This will be the biggest fight of the year. It may not be the biggest, crossover pop event, but if you are a diehard sports fan, this is what it is, the two top guys fighting. So if that gets announced in the next week or two, the fight will probably be in October this year. If it's this year, I am there. If it's not this year, I'll be at Canelo Triple G3. What's that? September 17th. So if y'all gonna be in Vegas September, October, holla at your boy. It's putting it out there. Traveling show. I'll have more equipment, so I'll be live streaming here at the house. Then I'll be traveling to the airport live streaming. I'll be live streaming, going to the hotel. I'll be on the strip live streaming and coming back. It's going to be a live streaming bonanza with reaction videos already on deck. So it's putting it out there. In about 3 or 4 months, another Vegas trip. Holla at your boy. So let me see these last chats and I'm going to get out of here. So what we got here? Spencer Crawford will be worth the ticket. I'm going to that fight. Hey, Rod, if you're going, man, holla at your boy. I'm just letting everybody know now I will be there. Okay, I've already been scouting out every weekend. I've been looking at plane tickets, hotel prices. Just warning y'all right now, Vegas is ripping cats off. The prices right now are astronomical. Between now and October, if you like the big boy hotels, I hope you got your weight up, because they charging ridiculous prices. I mean, what I paid for my room at the Palazzo, I think you can add another $800 for it next weekend. I didn't say $80. The room that I had that I was live streaming in for the rest of the week, the second half with the good Wi-Fi, add another $800 to that room next weekend. That's how much the room cost me almost. And you add it's ridiculous. Vegas is ripping folks off. They trying to make up that back end for the pandemic and people not showing up. So if you trying to travel there for the summertime and you want the 5-star experience, you gonna pay 5-star. Just warning y'all that right now. So man, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go watch this fight. I'm gonna go eat some food. It's 9:27 Central Time. It means it's 10:30 Eastern. Man, y'all are great. I love y'all. Y'all dope peoples. I'm gonna drop some reaction videos tomorrow. I'm probably get back to normal here. I know I'm dropping videos that the whole tribe was not really rocking, the whole court week thing, I'll mix it back up again the next week here, but I come every day. So since I come every day, I have the liberty to drop videos for other people of the tribe that they like. And then, of course, I'll get back to the broader topics here, which is modern women and these relationships, the core crux of it. So, man, thanks to everybody who dropped the super chats. Everybody who's commenting tonight, y'all rock with me in the struggle streaming with me, dropping out with StreamYard, giving me issues here. Y'all seeing this is real live, but man, this is great. This is dope. I didn't think that like 3 or 4 months ago that I'll be doing a live stream for like 3.5 hours with y'all here. So, like I said, we're not strangers. I don't look at you guys as subscribers. We're all family now. You know what I'm saying? So we all pouring into each other because the last thing I want to hear is something bad happen. And I saw in the chat here, I don't want to forget, I had talked to Alex. Alex is doing good. He's commenting on other videos. He's doing good. So shout out to Alex. I know he's not in the chat here. So if you do catch this, Alex, yo, we rock with you. Yo, we love you and everything like that. And we know times are hard, but you know what though? We're here to build each other up, man. So just want to let everybody know that Alex is doing okay. I saw that in the chat. I just couldn't comment on it. So he's one of my day ones here. And he's a good young brother. Yo, we rock with you and he's doing okay. So Jamal, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate that. Z Whiff, yeah, this channel's going to grow. We're going to keep growing. Sheila, most definitely, we family. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Alex is doing good. Yeah, Alex is all right. We're going to get him back on the next live stream whenever his work schedule is. We'll talk about that here because what he brought up, guys, and y'all were there, that's a good conversation to have. He may not be the one to probably want to be involved in that. Maybe I'll talk to behind the scenes. But what he was bringing up, though, I think it's a deeper conversation because if he's feeling that way, we have so many more here in this tribe here that feels that way, let alone outside of us out here as well that feels that, So you can see, I'm not taking none of y'all for granted. If y'all come and talk to me in my comment section, y'all my peoples. So if something's wrong with y'all, I'm coming for y'all, So that's how this goes here. So what's Nancy saying? Yay, in prayers. Yeah, that's no doubt, Nancy. Yeah. So he's doing all right. So yeah, we're at the 3.5 hour mark here. And I'm going to get out of here. So here's a little graphic here. Comment, like, subscribe. A little bell notification. I'm gonna have some. I hired some freelance people, guys. So the little struggle graphics that y'all seeing here, the little things going, that's gonna be gone soon. Okay, we're gonna pick this up to a little bit of a full-fledged production. I know in 3 months I have to spend some money here, so I gotta spend a little money for the production. Y'all pouring into me, so I gotta pour into the production. So in the next few weeks, the struggle streaming might be still there, but the looks may look a little bit better. So I'm just gonna tease y'all off that there. I'm spending some money, guys. I'm spending some more money. Got to pour into it here. This can't be a cheap outfit for long. So let's see here. Yeah, Sheila, good night. I appreciate you, girl. So let's close out of here. I'll give you guys the rest of y'all Saturday night. Y'all be good. Stay in the house. Y'all need to be out here in the streets. Stay at home, turn the TV on, pour yourself a drink. You gotta smoke something. And then from there, call it a night, but don't be out here in the streets. It's a holiday weekend. They wildin'. You ain't gonna see me out here. I'm gonna stay here, work on some more content so I can come back to you guys tomorrow. So for real, be careful. If you are gonna go out, be careful out there because it's real out here in the streets, y'all. The streets don't love y'all. The streets don't love nobody. So on that note, guys, I'm that dude named Dave. I'm getting out of here for this Saturday night, TDND Live. I'll be back with reaction videos tomorrow. For all the comments and the super chats, thank you. But until next time, I'll see y'all later, YouTube world.